Welcome back into another edition of Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube, where I call play-by-play of March Madness games. Here we are in the Sweet 16, the last game that I'll be covering in the Sweet 16 before we move on to the Elite 8. This one, we got the number 1 overall seed in the tournament. The Duke Blue Devils going up against the number 4 seed, the Virginia Tech Hokies. If you haven't done so already, make sure to hit that like button down below, subscribe, as well as I call play-by-play of March Madness action throughout the tournament, covering 2 Elite 8 games on Sunday, all the Final 4 games, and the national title game on Monday, April 8th. Here we are, though, around like 7 to 8 minutes away from tip-off here, getting you with a pregame introductions of both of these teams. We'll start off with the Duke Blue Devils, the number 1 overall seed in the tournament, as we got Midwest Sports back on the chat. What is up, man? Thank you so much, Midwest Sports, for being back on the chat. I saw your video you did earlier of the stream. That was awesome, man. Keep up the good work. So, the Duke Blue Devils, with their first 2 games, they beat the 16 seed North Dakota State in the first round, 85-62. It was close, though, as they went into halftime. Duke, I believe, only had like a 4-point lead at the half, as North Dakota State was actually up early in that game. I think it was like 12-7 they were up around like the first 7 minutes in that game. And then RJ Barrett, he led the way, 26 points, 14 rebounds against NDSU. Zion had 25 points. In the last game, what a nail-biter it was against Central Florida. It went down, a wild game, went down to the final shot. B.J. Taylor trying to drive inside, and he missed the first shot, too strong off the backboard, and the putback could not go in. It went all the places around the rim except into the net as the ball went out. It was rebounded by Duke, and Duke got the W against UCF. But yeah, Zion Williamson, he had 32 points and 11 rebounds, as that was a wild game. So North Carolina, I had North Carolina winning in my bracket. So did you, and yeah, I'm a sad man right now because North Carolina lost by 17 a few minutes ago to Auburn. The final score was Auburn 97, North Carolina 80. So there goes like all the brackets in the world, basically. Whoever expected Auburn to make it into the Elite 8 besides Charles Barkley because he played for Auburn. But yeah, that is crazy. Auburn, I know they play with a fast-paced style of offense, but wow, that is insane that Auburn was able to beat UNC, and they beat them by 17 points tonight in that one. But here we are, Duke against Virginia Tech. In my bracket, I've got Duke going past Virginia Tech. It's Duke size going up against small ball Virginia Tech, who can shoot the 3 ball from the outside. That's what basically this game is about. We look to those key players for the Duke Blue Devils. The number 1 projected NBA draft pick with Zion Williamson. He has 13 double-doubles this season. He has 5 games that he's scored 30 points or above on the season. He does so many things well. Top 5 in all these categories here for Zion. 5th in the ACC with blocks per game. 3rd in the conference inside the ACC in rebounds per game. 2nd behind his teammate RJ Barrett in points per game. Zion averages around 22.5 points per game. He's also 5th right now in all college basketball. 1st in the ACC conference in shooting percentage, shooting the ball at 69% from the field. He's also 1st in the ACC in steals per game. He's doing so many things so well in all these statistical categories. The only statistical categories that is not top 5 in the ACC in is assists per game and also free throw shooting percentage and also 3-point shooting percentage. So that's Zion Williamson. RJ Barrett, his roommate, teammate, the guy who bailed him out as Zion missed the free throw at the free throw line, and RJ Barrett got the go-ahead tip back against UCF. RJ Barrett, the key player as well for Duke. He has double-digit points in every single one of his games this season. The leading scorer for Duke, averaging just below 23 points per game on the year. The winner of this will take on Michigan State, who just blew out LSU moments ago, around half an hour ago, 80-63, as I had that stream for you guys. Duke, they rank so well in a bunch of things this season. 1st in college basketball in blocks per game, 2nd in the nation in rebounds per game, 8th most points scored per game. They rank averaging around 83.5 points scored per game this season. They've only managed to score below twice managed to score below 70 points only twice this season. That was against that incredible defense of Texas Tech. Duke played against Texas Tech back on December 20th. Duke did beat the Red Raiders in that game 69-58. And then Duke took on Georgia Tech back on January 26th, where they only managed to score 66 points, but still won that game 66-53. Other than that, Duke has scored 70 points plus throughout the remainder of all their other games this season. One of the Achilles heel things to Duke, though, is that they are in the very bottom. They are dead last in the ACC when it comes to three-point shooting percentage. They shoot the ball around 30% from three-point range, as that ranks. If you look at that rank in college basketball in total with all the teams put together, out of 353 teams in all of college basketball, that ranks 340th right now. But other than that, this team with their size, their strength, leadership on the court, and it's just incredible what they can do as a team, especially with the number one projected NBA draft pick, Zion Williamson. By far the most talented team in the field left to play, the most talented team in all college basketball. And here we are with a tip-off as Virginia Tech gets the tip to start it off. The much smaller team here, the three-point shooting team, a top 10 three-point shooting team this season with a maroon-colored Virginia Tech squad. Virginia Tech has the ball first at the left elbow with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. He gives it up, and that's a three-pointer to start things off from the outside right there for VT. 3-0, 19 and a half left to go. Duke with the ball, top of the key. So they have it into the hands of R.J. Barrett. R.J. Barrett trying to work inside, spin move, and the key puts it into the hands of Zion. Zion, low post, banks it home, up and in right there, tied, or 3-2 right now, Virginia Tech, up by 1. So 3-2, going to update you guys with the score. If you're new to my channel, make sure to hit that like button, guys. Down below, subscribe as well. Virginia Tech now with the ball. They have it at the top of the key for the Hokies. They're in the maroon jerseys. They have it at the free throw circle with Kerry Blackshear. Blackshear now looking for somebody's open. 9 on the shot clock, gives it off, and that is a turnover committed by Virginia Tech on the last play. Zion already with 2 points he scored for Duke on the first bucket of the game for the Blue Devils. Goes up, low post, just shoots it over the entire Virginia Tech defense. Duke's tall size going up against a very small Virginia Tech team. Zion, low post, puts that ball back out here, and that is with Alex O'Connell. He loses control of it, and it goes out of bounds. So Alex O'Connell for Duke is starting off this game, which is quite rare for him. It's usually Javin DeLaurier that starts out the game or something like that for Duke, or usually Marquise Bolden. But here we are back to action. 3-2 to score. Virginia Tech with the ball as they take it past the timeline. Burst of speed inside. Nickeil Alexander gives it up. Stolen by Zion. Zion now trying to work inside. Oh, and Zion turns it over as Virginia Tech gets the ball with 18 and a half left to go in the first. Yep. That's my boy John here in the chat. And both of us picked North Carolina, and they lost to Charles Barkley squad, the Auburn Tigers. Virginia Tech did get the steal off of Zion, but Virginia Tech did cough up the ball in the right corner of the perimeter, so Duke has the ball back. And if you haven't seen it, yeah, I'm over 100 subs, so that's absolutely great. So 102 subs. We keep on growing on this channel as I went over the big-time sub in the last game, LSU against Michigan State. So we keep on growing there. Duke trying to dribble baseline, and that shot got deflected out of bounds by Virginia Tech. Oh, yeah, Auburn looks incredible right now. They're a top 10 team in the nation in steals per game, led by Jared Harper, the point guard. Left wing three, no good by Alex O'Connell. I have no clue why Duke even chose to start him in the lineup. He's usually not the starter, but he's here right now. Virginia Tech with the ball, taking it inside. Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And, ooh, ouch. Just got fouled right there on the back of the head, and that is the key player for Virginia Tech that is down on the court right now. He's supposed to be like a top 25 NBA draft pick too, Nickeil, for Virginia Tech. Ouch, yeah, he just got swatted from behind right there, and he fell. Oh, saw that. He fell down as he tried to take that shot. He made contact with Zion, and right there, ooh, he just got made hard contact on his head. That looks like concussion all the way, and You can even see it. He looks concussed right now as Nickeil Alexander-Walker will be shooting 2 shots here at the free throw line. So 3-2 the score. 18:02 left to go. First shot, and it goes in. So that was a ugly looking shot, but it hit the top of the iron and went in by Nickeil Alexander-Walker. 78% free throw shooter on the season. 4-2 the score. He makes it 5-2. So shake off that possible concussion right there by Nickeil Alexander-Walker, and he gets both of the shots. Hits both of them from the free throw line. Duke with the ball. Left elbow jumper. No good by RJ. Put back by his roommate, though. Zion Williamson right there with 17:45 left to go. 4 points by Duke. All 4 scored by Zion. I also got this great shirt that I found at Olympia. The Billy with Bill Belichick on it. Absolutely great. And I'm wearing Virginia Tech with the ball. They're at the free throw circle with Kerry Blackshear. Jumper. Kerry. Off the top of the iron, and it goes in the row. 7-4. I can't believe that they hit that shot at the free throw circle with Kerry. Duke now with the ball. They have it at the top of the key. RJ dribbling. Oh, nice pass inside. Got behind the defense. Puts it up and home off the backboard. Alex O'Connell, 7-6. We are trading buckets right now in this one. We have 17 minutes even left to go before halftime. 1-point game. Tech with the ball as they try to make their move inside. Oh, nice strip in the lane, but Virginia Tech will get it back as that was number 13, Ahmed Hill, trying to make their move right into the lane for Virginia Tech. So 7-6 the score. One thing to update is I think it was Ty Outlaw for Virginia Tech. I was reading an article about Ty Outlaw, and I think something that went on violating the team policy, but he did pass a drug test or something like that. So I found an article online about that. But yeah, that was a swoosh right from the outside, top of the key. Beautiful passing right there for Virginia Tech, making it down 10-6 right now. Hokies up by 4. So yeah, Ty Outlaw for Virginia Tech was charged with marijuana possession right ahead of this matchup, but he passed the drug test, and his athletic director and head coach Buzz Williams cleared him to play against Duke tonight. Duke with a ball, and he could not score. Virginia Tech now trying to dribble baseline, burst the speed, and no good. No foul called as Ahmed Hill tried to slam that one down, missed the slam dunk. Duke now with the ball, left wing of the three-point perimeter. RJ passes, top of the key, deep three. Bang! Zion with a three-point shot from the outside. Makes that one 10-9 to score. 15:50 left to go. Virginia Tech with the ball. They take it past the timeline with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Looks like he's okay, though, after he got injured in the first 2 minutes of the game. Look at that undercut right underneath the defense and laying it up and in off the screener play by Wabisa Didi as Kerry Blackshear gets charged with the assist right there. He's at the free throw circle, fed it down low post to Beatty. Puts it up and in off the glass. 12-9, Virginia Tech up by 3. Duke with the ball. Top of the key, 3, RJ. No good off the top of the iron. Rebounded by the smallest team in the ACC, the Virginia Tech Hokies. The worst rebounding team in the ACC has a 12-9 lead. They rank dead last in rebounds, averaging only 32 rebounds per game. The number 1 team in the nation in rebounds averages 10 more rebounds higher. And the 3-ball goes down. Another one from the right corner by V-Tech. Wabisa Beatty. 15-9 right now. A perfect 3 for 3 from the field currently for Virginia Tech from three-point range. That's what they love to do best. They're a top 10 three-point shooting team in the nation right now in college basketball. RJ with the ball. Feeds it down the side of low post. Javin DeLaurier. Two-hand jams at home. That's a man's jam right there. 15-11. Trading off buckets, but the key thing here has been Virginia Tech. They've been able to hit three-pointers. Duke going inside. What they do best is slam jam the ball down off the screener. Moving, fadeaway 3, no good from the outside. An offensive rebound, though, by Virginia Tech. They set up the offense. Ty Outlaw fakes his defender out, passes the ball right baseline. They'll put the ball back outside now. It's into the hands of Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Yeah, I'm not buying this that for Virginia Tech in the championship. But yeah, Auburn looks like they could be in a national title game. Shot from the left corner, goes out of bounds. Virginia Tech can hit three-point shots. Duke's also started out slow, but yeah, Virginia Tech right on fire early in this one, knocking down shots. 15-11, Hokies are up as we take the first TV timeout of the game. We have 10:53 left to go before halftime. If you're new to my channel, make sure to hit that like button down below, subscribe as well. But yeah, I was shocked that UNC got crushed by 17 points today against Auburn. As I'm looking at all these teams in the tournament, calling so many games so far of the tournament, I'm trying to see who possibly could be in the title game. I don't think Virginia is going to be there. They barely survived yesterday against Oregon, 53-49. But watch out for Purdue. Purdue looks really hot right now. They scored 99 points last night. I think, what's that? They had 29 points from Carsen Edwards. And also Ryan Klein had 27 points. What Carsen Edwards has done in this tournament is absolutely insane for the Purdue Boilermakers. That's going to add these totals up together. So we got 29 and 27 for Purdue. Carsen Edwards and Ryan Klein was responsible for scoring 56 out of the 99 points that Purdue had in last night's game, which is absolutely crazy against Tennessee. But looking at these totals over here, going to go into the box score last night's game. Purdue up against Tennessee. Looking at the box score stats for Carsen Edwards over here for Purdue, this is crazy what Carsen Edwards has done in the tournament. In his first round, he had 26 points against Old Dominion in the first round game. That's the lowest points he scored in the tournament against Old Dominion, the 26 points. Against Villanova, the guy dropped 42. So if we add 26 and 42 together, and then the last game against Tennessee, he finished with 29. We divide that by 3, 97 points total in the tournament. Carsen Edwards averages in 3 games in the tournament for Purdue, 32 points. That is absolutely insane. However, all of us talk about Marcus Howard before the tournament. All of us have talked about John Morant and the big-time scorers, R.J. Barrett, Zion Williamson, but this guy is so underrated that barely anybody speaks of him, but that is Carsen Edwards. He was a top 12 scorer in all of college basketball, not far behind from Marcus Howard going into the tournament, but here he is averaging 32 points per game in 3 of his tournament games so far. That is crazy. So these two teams have only met once this season, Virginia Tech and Duke, because both of them play in the ACC together. What happened in that game doesn't reflect what will happen tonight at all. Zion Williamson was out with a knee injury. Justin Robinson, the all-time career leading assist man for Virginia Tech in school history, was out with a left foot injury that he suffered back on January 30th against Miami. But both of those players, Justin Robinson for Virginia Tech and Zion, are back tonight playing each other. And right now, leading the way for Duke is Zion. He has 7 points so far and a steal. So here we are, back to action. Virginia Tech with an inbound ball gets tipped out of bounds by Zion with 13:52 left to go in the first. So Virginia Tech will have another chance here on the inbounds pass. Houston against Kentucky. That one tips off in a little bit from now. I think around 10 minutes from now. They'll be tipping off with that game. Here we are, though. Virginia Tech will get back to action here with an inbounds pass. 5 assists on 5 shots from the field here by the Hokies. They float that ball as they pass it all the way to the back of the backcourt, and now they move it to the front court. So the ball goes into the hands of the all-time career assist man, Justin Robinson. He has it at the top of the key. Passes it off now to his teammate, trying to make a move. Deep 2, step back, and it was an offensive foul called on the play by Virginia Tech, so Duke will get the ball here back on the inbound with 13:38 left to go in the first. Still with a lead for Virginia Tech, up 15-11 early on. So Duke with the ball, they take it past the timeline. Right wing of the three-point perimeter, Jack White in the game. He almost cost Duke the win against Wake Forest. He kind of got clumsy with the ball, winning the last couple minutes to play. Zion trying to go inside and couldn't finish to the cup, but He tried to put it back into his teammates' hands. Virginia Tech just swatted out of bounds. So let's see here. Zion working on Kerry Blackshear on the replay. Kerry Blackshear got the block. Zion trying to put it back into his hands of his teammate, but Ahmed Hill of Virginia Tech tapped it out of bounds. So Duke with the ball here with the inbound. RJ passes. Left wing three. Knocks that one down from the outside. That is Trey Jones, who just hit the three-point shot. The leading point guard and assist man for Duke. 1 point game, 15-14. So 15-14, Virginia Tech with the ball. 12:50 left to go. They have it at the free throw circle with Blackshear. Blackshear trying to take it inside. Too high off the backboard. The ball gets tipped out of bounds with 12:48 left to go in the first. And yeah, there was a foul on the play as well committed. This one committed by Duke, so it looks like Virginia Tech will be shooting some shots at the free throw line here with Kerry Blackshear. Kerry Blackshear in the tournament, he's averaging 27 points per game so far in the tournament. He's at the free throw line with a 1 point lead. Blackshear, 74% free throw shooter on the season. First shot. Knocks it down. It is 16-14. Virginia Tech currently up. Kerry Blackshear going back to the free throw line to shoot another one. With 12:48 left to go in the first. Second shot, and that one, got the courtesy of the rim right there off the top of the iron, and it bounced right into the net. So that one was good. 17-14, 3-point lead here by Virginia Tech. Duke with the ball. They take it past the timeline. Trey Jones has it. He passes it to Zion, left wing perimeter for Zion. Hands it off to RJ. RJ now gets bumped, puts it into the hands of Trey Jones. Left corner three, knocks it down right there by Trey. 17 even right now with 12:25 left to go in the first. Good game between both of these teams right now. Virginia Tech takes it past the timeline. This is Justin Robinson. Robinson at the free throw circle. Passes right wing in the three-point perimeter to Wabisa Beatty. Beatty now with the ball. 12:10 left to go in the first. Beatty trying to move it inside, and he passes it to Blackshear. Backing his way inside the low post. Blackshear. Oh, what a block by Zion on the play with 12 minutes left to go. Virginia Tech gets the ball back on the offensive board. Left wing three, no good from the outside by Outlaw. Rebounded by Duke. That was incredible soaring height right there by Zion. Floating all the way up to the sky. Jack White with the ball, passed it inside the Bolden off his fingertips. Virginia Tech with a steal. Oh, in transition. Alley-oop jam. Coast to coast there by VT. 19-17 right now. A lot of action going on in this game. 11.5 left to go before halftime. Duke with the ball as they take it past the timeline with RJ. Ahmed Hill with 8 points so far by Virginia Tech. Right wing perimeter. RJ passes left wing here. Trey Jones. Jones with a three. No good. Rattles out. Battle for the rebound. Virginia Tech will get the inbound with 11:16 left to go in the first. So his last touch out by Duke. But wow, what a game we have here in store. Crazy start between both of these teams. Alley-oop jam by the Hokies. They have the 2-point lead at the moment. 11:16 left to go in the first half. This says Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. Make sure to hit that like button down below. Subscribe as well. So here we are. We're going to look at some of these team stats in the moment since we're on commercial break. So Quentin asking me, you think Duke is a good shooting team? Well, two answers to this. Yes, that they are a good shooting team when they shoot the ball inside the 2-point line. And Tim's asking me, did LSU win? LSU lost today, sadly, Tim, as Michigan State got a huge run late in this game and crushed LSU. The final score was Michigan State 80, LSU 63. So that's it for LSU in the tournament. But Quentin asking me, you think Duke is a good shooting team? Back on his question, I say yes from 2-point range. Duke is really good shooting 2-point shots inside. They are one of the best teams in college basketball when they shoot 2-pointers inside the 3-point line. So that's something that they can do well. They also have the height to slam down shots and slam a jammer down as well. But from 3-point range, Duke, that's basically the Achilles heel for this team. As, yeah, I got you the percentage right here from three-point range. As they shoot the ball at around 30% from three-point range, the Duke Blue Devils do. That is ranking dead last in the ACC for three-point range. And also, that ranks towards the very bottom of college basketball as well. The last team in three-point range shooting in college basketball, I believe, is the Rhode Island Rams. There are 353 teams in total in Division I college basketball. And the Rhode Island Rams are the worst three-point shooting team with a shooting percentage from behind the arc, I believe, at 27%. But the Duke Blue Devils, they shoot the ball at 30% from behind the three-point arc. That's the Achilles heel of this team. That ranks around the 340 mark in all college basketball for teams. So there's a total difference. Duke is an extremely well team at shooting the ball. Two-point shots they are. They can shoot two-point shots all day, but from behind the arc, that's not how they'll be able to get things done. They take a lot of three-point shots, but they cannot seem to convert on most of them. But yeah, great in pointing out 103 subs. Yeah, this is over 100 subs after that last stream with Michigan State against LSU. So yeah, that was great. Glad to see that a lot of people joined my channel for that. So that was absolutely awesome right there. So 103 right now and counting on my channels. This is Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. We're going to get back to action here with Duke against Virginia Tech. The surprising thing is that Virginia Tech has the lead. 19-17, 11-16 left to go in the first. So here we are, back to action. The Hokies with an inbound. If you're new to my channel, hit that like button, guys, down below. Subscribe as well. 11-10 left to go. They take it past the timeline with Justin Robinson, the all-time career assist leader in school history for the Virginia Tech Hokies. And now that ball into the hands of Robinson once again. He handed it off to his teammate. Back to Robinson. Pushes it to Blackshear. Now the Outlaw. Outlaw puts it back outside. Right corner three by Nikhil Alexander Walker. But he stepped out of bounds on the play, so it's a turnover anyway by Virginia Tech. 19-17 to score. 4 turnovers so far by the Hokies. 2 by Duke so far in this one. Duke will get the inbound here. They take it past the timeline with Trey Jones. Jones, right wing perimeter, hands that one off to Alex O'Connell. That ball goes into the backcourt. No violation, though. So Duke still has the ball. RJ Barrett, top of the key. Barrett now passes, lob pass. Zion back outside to Barrett at the March Madness logo. 10.5 left to go before halftime. Barrett, left wing, double team trap. He passes that ball inside all alone. He slams that down with authority right there. Abuses the rim and ties this thing up at 19. What a slam right there by Duke. 19 even at the moment. 10-10 left to go. Virginia Tech with the ball. They have it at the top of the key here. Blackshear at the free throw circle with it. Looking for somebody's open. Too much time. 10 minutes left to go. Dribbling inside. Beat the defender on the spin move and lays it up and in by Kerry Blackshear. That one was too easy. Laid it up and into an open net. Duke with the ball, and they get it stolen. Duke just got the ball stolen at the left corner of the three-point perimeter. Virginia Tech with the ball. They take it past the timeline here. This is Wabisa Beatty. Beatty passes left wing. Ahmed Hill feeds it down low post inside. Blackshear. Shot. And we got 9:39 left to go in the first. Duke commits the foul on the play. Kerry Blackshear with a fantastic move right there. Blowing past Javin Delorier in the last bucket that Virginia Tech had. We have 21-19 as the score. Virginia Tech will get the inbound here with 9:39 left to go. Lob pass over the top, and that one's tipped up, but Virginia Tech does have it. Top of the key three, no good. Hit the front part of the iron short. Offensive rebound by Blackshear, though, of Virginia Tech. If Blackshear goes down, this Virginia Tech team will struggle getting rebounds even more. He's the big height advantage on this squad. 6'10" for Virginia Tech. Top of the key three. No good off the top of the iron. Blackshear fights for the rebound with Barrett. Blackshear gets charged with the foul. 9:16 left to go in the first. If you're new to my channel, make sure to hit that like button, guys. Down below, subscribe. As I call play-by-play the March Madness games. Over 100 subs. Right now, we finally hit the 100 mark in 2 months on YouTube, so that is absolutely great. Let's keep this channel growing if you haven't done so already. make sure to hit that subscribe button as well. 9:16 left to go. 2-point lead by the Hokies. Duke has the ball, though. They take it past the timeline with Trey Jones. Passes it right wing perimeter, RJ Barrett. Barrett with the ball with 9:05 left to go in the first. Barrett dribbling. He takes the top of the key three. No good. Offensive rebound. Zion put back up and in right there by Zion Williamson. And will go to the line for one. He got fouled as well. So Zion Williamson shooting one at the free throw line, and we're tied up at 21. Nobody there on the last replay, boxing out for Virginia Tech, and Zion Williamson getting behind the defense to put that one in. Banks it home off the backboard. Here's Zion at the free throw line to see if Duke can take the lead. 21 even right now. Zion, a 65% free throw shooter, and that one no good. We're still tied up at 21 off the miss, rebounded by Virginia Tech. 8:50 left to go. Zion with 9 points right now, shooting 4 for 5 from the field. Top of the key with Justin Robinson. Midwest Sports back in the chat. What is up, man? Midwest Sports. Right corner three. Knocks it down for Virginia Tech. Huge three-pointer right there. They have the lead once again. 24-21. 8.5 left to go before halftime. While Bisa Beatty with 8 points right now for the Hokies. Duke with the ball. As this is Jordan Goldwire dribbling, puts it into the hands of Trey Jones underneath the basket. Zion stripped of the ball. No foul called. Virginia Tech tried to save it, but it gets, looks like Virginia Tech goes out of bounds with the ball at the baseline. So I'm going to update you guys with the score here. 24 for Virginia Tech, 21 for Duke. And we have 8:20 left to go in the first. Duke with the ball back as they get the inbounds pass. Goldwire had it. Zion now with the ball. Right wing three. Zion airballed it. And Duke cannot save it. As that was Marquise Bolden who tried to save it before it went out of bounds. And he could not do it. And that was an air ball shot by Zion. And looks like the Hokies fans love that one. All these fans out here for Virginia Tech and the maroon t-shirts from the Virginia Tech band on their side of the court. But they love that air ball shot by Zion. We have 8:05 left to go. Virginia Tech shooting 4 for 9 from behind the arc. Duke is 3 for 8 so far. So Virginia Tech, the more dominant three-point shooting team like they've been all season long. The Hokies have the ball. They feed it downside. Stolen away, though, by Duke. Here they are. Numbers in transition. Laying it up. Oh, and that one goes up and into the cup right there by RJ. Cuts the Virginia Tech lead to 1. 24-23. Hokies will try this again as they have the ball. 7:35 left to go. Virginia Tech takes it past the timeline with a burst of speed. Underneath the basket here. They feed it back outside, trying to dribble baseline in there. In the key, they pass it back out on top. Virginia Tech with the ball at the top of the key. Moving towards the left side of the three-point perimeter when Nikhil Alexander Walker. Now he's dribbling inside, and the key floats up a shot. No good. Duke with a rebound. 7:15 left to go in the first. Duke with the ball down by 1. 24-23. Zion has it at the top of the key. Moving inside. Floats it back outside. And we got ourselves a foul called on the play. Zion with an offensive foul with 7:09 left to go in the first. Gonna update you guys with the score. This is a close game right now. 24-23 at the moment. This is Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. If you haven't done so already, make sure to hit that like button down below. Subscribe as well. So yeah, 1-point game right now. I'm gonna see. Yeah, I think it was an offensive foul because he was walking towards his side of the court. So I'm gonna see the play-by-play here once they put it up for me on ESPN.com to make sure that I'm correct. But let's see. So 7:09 left to go. Zion was dribbling. It looks like it was actually Marquise Bolden who got called with the offensive foul. That's what ESPN uploaded as their play-by-play stat thing. So it looks like Bolden is charged with the offensive foul, so not Zion on the last play, as Zion was dribbling inside and then a whistle blew. So it's a turnover now by Duke. We'll go back to Virginia Tech when we do get back after commercial break. So Graydon asking me if I know that PJ Washington is playing today. Let's take a look here. I'll look at the box score with Houston and Kentucky. That game just started. Houston's up 7-6 with 15:40 left to go. So I'm looking at the Kentucky starting lineup, and it looks like PJ Washington is not in the starting lineup for Kentucky. Reed Travis, E.J. Montgomery, Tyler Hero, Ashton Hagans, and Keldon Johnson. Let's see over here. I'm going to type in P.J. Washington and see if there's anything on his injury update. So, let's see. 14 hours ago, published by A Sea of Blue, basically the Kentucky Sports Nation, said that they published a blog 14 hours ago. Don't expect much from P.J. Washington versus Houston. So, that's what they published there. Limited workload for PJ possibly tonight against Houston. He hasn't entered the court right now. I got another comment here. Caden Bryce, thank you so much, man, for joining in the channel. If you're new to the channel, make sure to hit that like button down below. Subscribe as well. So he asked, who do you think will make the Final Four? So, man, this is tough. I think I have Duke in my Final Four right now. I think they can make it, but based on how Michigan State played today, it's going to be tough. It's really going to be tough, but I think Duke can get by Virginia Tech in this game, and it's going to be a really close one on Sunday against Michigan State, but I have Duke making it into the Final Four. Auburn has played a lights out as of late. I also think Auburn can make it into the Final Four right now because they took down my national champion that I did have, the North Carolina Tar Heels, beat them by 17, 97-80 today. So I have Auburn in there. I also have Gonzaga. That I think Gonzaga could also make it in to the Final Four. And also, let's see, Purdue. I'm going to see the sides of the bracket that they're on. Wow, yeah, I'm going to check that shooting percentage for Auburn as well, how they shot in that game against UNC. But yeah, that was crazy that Auburn crushed North Carolina like that today. But here we are back to action. Virginia Tech with the ball. They have it at the left wing of the three-point perimeter. They pass it out to Justin Robinson. Robinson takes the top of the key three and no good. Hits the rim short. Rebounded here by Duke. So Duke with the ball. They take it past the top of the key. And that is Trey Jones, who has the ball. He passes it right wing of the three-point perimeter to R.J. Barrett. So Auburn today, I'm trying to get up the team stats with the shooting percentage as Duke goes inside and they get the bucket and they get fouled, so they'll go to the line for one. Yeah, Auburn shot the ball at 55% today from the field against UNC. That is crazy. Almost put 100 on the scoreboard. And Duke just took the lead, and Trey Jones is at the free throw line. So Trey Jones went inside, he got fouled, and he'll go to the line here for the and one. 6:31 left to go in the first. First lead for Duke, knocks that one down as well. 26-24, Duke with the lead. Under 6.5 left to go before halftime. So Virginia Tech now with the ball. They take it to the top of the key with Justin Robinson. Robinson looking to pass it, and it's almost stolen. Body's on the ground. It is stolen by Duke now. Jones thought about the pull-up jumper. Passes the ball inside in transition. Up and in off the backboard by Alex O'Connell. So this is an interesting strategy here that Coach K has had, unleashing Alex O'Connell in this game. For Duke today, it's usually in the lineup is usually Javin DeLaurier, number 12, but they have the smaller guys, Alex O'Connell, guarding out there. Three ball goes down from the right wing of the three-point perimeter by Virginia Tech. 28-27, Justin Robinson with a three ball. Back and forth action here. Duke with the ball, and they're up by one. If you're new to my channel, make sure to hit that like button down below. Subscribe as well. 28-27, Duke with the ball at the left corner of the perimeter. Trey Jones passes it, and it's deflected. It goes out of bounds, so Duke will maintain possession with 5:25 left to go in the first. So Duke will get the inbound here with 5:25 left to go in the first. That shot no good. It gets rebounded by Blackshear there, so Duke tried to do a pull-up jumper, couldn't get it to go in transition. Picking up the pace fast. Right corner three from the outside. They knock it down. Ahmed Hill with another trifecta. 30-28 right now. And Virginia Tech with a 2-point lead. Under 5 left to go before halftime. 4:55 left to go in the first. Going down inside low post. Zion banks it home right there. Gets that shot to fall. We are tied up at 30. What a great start to this game with both of these teams close throughout. Virginia Tech with the ball. They take it past the timeline with Justin Robinson. Robinson dribbles left wing of the three-point perimeter here. 4 ties, 2 lead changes. The biggest lead's been Virginia Tech up by 6. Duke has had a lead of 4. Virginia Tech with the ball. Left wing 3. Robinson knocks it down. They are hitting on all levels tonight. 33-30 right now. Virginia Tech, a top 10 3-point shooting team in all of college basketball, came here to play tonight shooting the 3 ball. So Graydon in the chat really likes Justin Robinson. Justin Robinson is the all-time assist player in school history for Virginia Tech. He has, I think over like 1,000 career assists or something like that. Is crazy. I'm gonna But yeah, he has the school record for career assists for Justin Robinson. He broke that record, I think, in late January of the season. So now Duke with the ball, left wing perimeter. And they have it. Alex O'Connell passes right wing. Trey Jones. Jones now takes the deep elbow 2. No good off the top of the backboard, and that will be rolled out of bounds with 3:55 left to go in the first. But yeah, Justin Robinson in command of this Virginia Tech Hokies squad right now. The senior leader on the squad, and the Hokies have the 3-point lead, 33-30. So we have 3:55 left to go in the first. Here, Virginia Tech with Justin Robinson, the all-time career assist leader. As Justin Robinson is averaging about 5 assists per game. I'm trying to see here. Let's see. Okay, so yeah, it wasn't 1,000 assists. I must have saw that number someplace else. I don't know why 1,000 came up in my mind. It's 548 assists total that Justin Robinson broke the record with back in January. So he has more assists now. He has way more than 548 coming back to injury. But the previous record was set by Bimbo Coles from 1986 to 1990 with 547 career assists for Virginia Tech. But Justin Robinson is the all-time Hokies assist leader in school history. So currently on the commercial break right now, 3-point lead by Virginia Tech, and they are shooting the ball from a pretty solid clip here from the floor. Same as Duke. But the difference has been the 3-point shooting. Virginia Tech knocking down 21 points out of the 33 in this game so far by Virginia Tech has been 3-point shots. So Virginia Tech is 7 for 13 from behind the arc. They are shooting the ball at 54% from 3-point range. Duke right now is 38% from 3-point range. They are 3 for 8 so far in this game. So that is the difference so far. How about this stat? Virginia Tech is out-rebounding Duke 12-9. That, oh my gosh, that is such a rare stat. Virginia Tech ranks dead last in the ACC in average rebounds per game. They're a very small team. On Virginia Tech's roster, the starting 5, they have 4 guards and 1 forward. That forward is Kerry Blackshear, who's 6'10", the leading rebounder for this team, averaging just above 7 rebounds per game. But they have 4 of those guards who's 6'5" or smaller, or 6'6" on the roster and smaller for Virginia Tech. Yeah, I haven't even brought up Cam Reddish's name. Yeah, I'm looking at the stats here too, and he's not even on the ESPN stats. I'm going to search his name right now. What happened? Like, did he get benched or something? Oh, wow. So Sports Illustrated just updated 16 minutes ago. Cam Reddish has a knee injury. He's out of the lineup versus Virginia Tech today. So that's why he's out of the starting lineup. So he hasn't played yet in this game. So that's why they have Alex O'Connell filling in for him at the moment. So yeah, I'm looking at stuff here. Cam Reddish doesn't start for Duke. 9:35 p.m. This was updated that they had Alex O'Connell listed instead in the new lineup for Cam Reddish. So I wonder if Cam Reddish will be like limited today. He hasn't received court action at all so far in this game. But here we are, back to action. Virginia Tech with the ball up by 3. They pass in another 3 from the right corner, this time an air ball, though. That was shot, rebounded by Duke. Pushing tempo here for the Blue Devils. They have it into the hands of Bolden, passes it back to O'Connell. O'Connell passes, right wing 3. Trey Jones knocks it down from the outside. 33 even right now. So did Cam Reddish leave the UCF game? I think I remember him actually. I think I do remember that he actually did leave the UCF game. I think he went up for a rebound and he kind of felt awkward on it and he went to the bench. I think that was late in the game against Central Florida. We do have a foul called on the last play underneath the basket, so I think Virginia Tech will shoot some free throws here. I'm going to see. Yeah, so here's Kerry Blackshear at the free throw line for Virginia Tech. The score is tied up at 33, 3:08 left to go. First shot, no good by Blackshear. Yeah, Quentin, everybody was saying that UCF should have won that game. If they had been able to bank one of those shots home, they had 2 chances. BJ Taylor was just too strong in the first shot off the backboard, and then the second one on the tip-in, that should have gone in. Aubrey Dawkins had the tip-in right there, and he just couldn't locate it, and that was the total difference in that game. Blackshear back at the free throw line for a second opportunity and knocks that one down. 34-33, Virginia Tech is up. Also, another game going on right now. That game's tied up at 10 between Houston and Kentucky with 10:40 left to go before halftime. Actually, Kentucky just got another basket, so they are up at the moment 12-10. Duke trying to feed the ball inside is tipped away, stolen by Virginia Tech. They try to get inside the low post to Zion. Virginia Tech now with the ball, trying to drive into the lane. They kick it back outside. Top of the key 3 here for the Hokies. No good. Rebounded by Alex O'Connell of Duke. So we got an update by Graydon that P.J. Washington's actually playing today for Kentucky. Wow, so that's great. So, yeah, he could make the difference today coming back from injury for the Wildcat. Here we are with Duke. No good. That one rattled out on Alex O'Connell. 3-pointer from the right corner, rebounded by Virginia Tech. The Hokies have it right wing in the 3-point perimeter, Justin Robinson. And Robinson has it towards the March Madness logo. So, yeah, P.J. Washington right now, he did not start the game for Kentucky. He's on the bench, but he did score in the lineup as I just searched up on ESPN. So, yeah, that's a good sign for Kentucky as they take on Houston. Shot from the floor, no good by Virginia Tech on the deep right elbow, 2, rebounded by Duke. Duke with the ball left wing, deep 3, RJ. No good. Rebounded by Virginia Tech as Isaiah Wilkins got the rebound, pushing tempo here. And the Hokies have the ball left wing in the 3-point perimeter. Justin Robinson with it. Robinson dribbling, working on O'Connell. Robinson at the top of the key, and it's almost stolen. Bodies collide. No foul. Cannot believe the refs didn't call a foul there. Passing around the perimeter, right wing 3. Hits the rim short. Offensive rebound, put back up and in by Virginia Tech. Helping out a teammate, and that's what they did right there. 36-33. Timeout on the court with 1:19 left to go before halftime. That was like that was the first basket in over 3 minutes, I think, on an offensive rebound by Virginia Tech. But so who's the guy in the pink suit? LOL. Do you mean the coach for Virginia Tech? Is that who you mean? I didn't see on the last thing right there, but I know the coach. I wasn't sure if he was wearing pink though today. I didn't check. Yeah, it's probably Buzz Williams who's the coach of Virginia Tech. So that's who I'm guessing that's who I'm guessing. The coach from Virginia Tech's probably the one in the pink suit. Yeah, I was looking down when that replay was. They were doing the outro to commercial break there, trying to get up some of these stats here. But let's see what's going on right now in this game. Duke's shooting the ball better than Virginia Tech from the field, but Duke's shooting all 2-point shots. Virginia Tech keeps on making 3-point shots. So that's been the difference right now. Virginia Tech, 7 for 16 from 3-point range, 44% from the field in total. Duke's shooting 52% from the field in total, but they're 4 for 11 from 3-point range. Going to update you guys on the score of the other game going on right now in college basketball. It's a close one, but it started a few minutes ago. Kentucky's up against Houston, and Kentucky just hit a free throw with Reed Travis. So the Wildcats are up 14-12 against the Cougars with under 10 left to play before halftime there. Here we have 1:19 left to go before halftime. Virginia Tech up 36-33. Both of these teams met back on February 26th. That's when Virginia Tech beat Duke 77-72. No Zion in that game. No Justin Robinson as well. Kerry Blackshear led the way for the Hokies in that one. He had 23 points and 10 rebounds. Kerry Blackshear on the season has 8 double-doubles. He's the leading rebounder for Virginia Tech. Going to check his stats here today. So Kerry Blackshear at the moment for Virginia Tech has 7 points. The leading scorer right now is Ahmed Hill, shooting the ball 3 for 5 from behind the arc for the Hokies. And then 10 points by Wabisa Beatty. The leading scorer coming into this game, Nickeil Alexander-Walker, he averages just above 16 points per game. Right now, he only has 2 points scored in this one. And those were the first 2 free throws earlier in this game. Yep, he's from Toronto, Canada as well. So, yeah, from your hometown as well for Nickeil. He has 30 games this season with double-digit points. Got a lot of Canadians in the tournament. I know Iggy Brazdeikis of Michigan is from Canada as well. There's an Australian on the lineup here for Duke. That is Jack White. As we got Ryan Johnson in the chat. What is up, man? Thank you so much for joining me back here, Ryan, as Duke was dribbling with the ball stolen away by Virginia Tech, and they lay it up and in on the fast break. Add 2 more there with Ahmed Hill with a steal. 38-33. Right wing of the perimeter. RJ, and Virginia Tech commits the charge right there. RJ Barrett with the offensive foul. Oh, wow. So, yeah, so that's pretty cool. So Toronto and, yeah, Brazdeikis' town's right next to Toronto. I think that's Mono, Canada. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I looked on like Google Maps. It looks like all farmland in Iggy's hometown. 38-33 right now. Virginia Tech also gets the ball off RJ's offensive foul. We have 40 seconds left to go before halftime. Virginia Tech passing around the 3-point perimeter. Right wing of the 3-point perimeter, they have it. Wabisa Beatty dribbling in the key. Passes it back now. At the free throw circle, they pass a right wing 3. Kerry Blackshear, no good. Rebounded by O'Connell of Duke. So Duke will have the final shot here since the shot clock has gone off. 20 seconds left before halftime. They are down by 5, 38-33. Hit that like button if you haven't done so already. Subscribe if you're new to my channel as well. Duke now, 10 seconds left to go before halftime. Trey Jones at the March Madness logo passes it to Zion. Zion dribbling inside in the lane. Jumper, and on the play, looks like Zion will go to the line to shoot 2 on a shooting foul with 4.1 seconds left to go in the first. So yeah, that's interesting. So yeah, I looked that up on Google Maps. It was like all farmland over there. But yeah, it's close to the big city. I know what you mean, because basically that's how my town is. I'm like 20 minutes from Providence, Rhode Island, but where I live, it's like all farmland and trees. Where I'm from in Massachusetts, but like 20 minutes to the west of me is Providence, and we got the big city right down the road. So it actually wasn't a foul on the free throw, but Duke with the inbound, and there we have a foul. So RJ will be shooting some free throws there. So it was a non-shooting foul that Zion had. But looks like RJ will go to the line here to shoot some shots. So we have 3.3 seconds left to go before halftime. RJ Barrett at the free throw line. He's a 66% free throw shooter. Him and his teammate Zion are in the upper 60s, and he knocks down the first one, 38-34. RJ Barrett today. Yep, he's 1 for 6 from the field shooting. He only has 3 points so far. He'll shoot his second shot at the line when we do get back from break. So, going to update you guys with that score right there in the chat, as that is the score. 4-point lead currently by Virginia Tech as we're going to head into halftime momentarily here. We'll have one more shot at the free throw line before we do get to halftime. So, yeah, that's shocking. RJ only 1 for 6 shooting from the field in that first half. 3 points. Zion, second on the team in scoring right now. It's actually Trey Jones who's leading the way with the points. He has 12 points for Trey Jones. 3 for 4 shooting from the field. Zion is 5 for 8 shooting. He has 11 points right now. So here's RJ Barrett back at the free throw line for his second one, trying to cut the lead to 3. No good off the top of the iron. Rebounded by Virginia Tech. Final chance. Half-court heave at the buzzer. Oh, it almost went in. Oh, too strong off the backboard right there. And we're at halftime. That was reminiscent of that buzzer beater a few years ago in the tournament, Northern Iowa against Texas, with basically that same half-court heave. Let's see this on the replay. And, oh, man, just off the mark right there. If they could get it dead center off the backboard square, that would have gone in. It was a little bit too much power on that one as well. If he had put just a little bit less pressure on it, I think he would have banked that one home. But, wow, that was really close on that half-court heave right there by Virginia Tech. Currently up by 4 right now with Buzz Williams' squad. So Buzz Williams being interviewed right now. Looks like he's not in pink. But, oh, yeah, I just saw somebody walk by him right there with a pink on for his dress shirt. But Buzz Williams is in a white dress shirt with a blue suit over it with an orange tie. So that's what Buzz Williams is wearing. But he's going to be really happy with his squad right now. Going into halftime up by 4. Trying to be another bracket buster here. Trying to take down the 2 North Carolina teams in the tournament. As North Carolina fell to Auburn today. Auburn winning against North Carolina by 17, 97-80. But here we are, right down the road, 20 minutes from Chapel Hill is Durham. And Virginia Tech trying to pull off another upset. Yeah, this is crazy right now. Trying to take down the #1 overall seed in the tournament. It's close, 38-34. You do not want to miss the second half of this one. This is Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. I call play-by-play of March Madness games throughout the season, and the national championship game on Monday, April 8th. So here we are at the half. Going to update you guys on what's going on so far in this game. RJ Barrett really needs to put some more points on the board. He has double-digit points in every single one of his games this season. He's only scored 3 points at the half. That is the least amount of points out of anybody inside the starting lineup at this point. That is 1 point less than Alex O'Connell filling in for Cam Reddish. Cam Reddish with a knee injury has not stepped onto the court to play a single minute or a single second in this game. Leading the way, the leading scorer for Duke is Trey Jones. Not Zion Williamson, Trey Jones. Trey Jones has 12 points right now. 3 assists by Trey. Zion with 11 points. That's great, and we'll get some food. I'll be back before the second half starts. Yeah, no problem. Feel free to unleash the popcorn out, whatever you get for a snack. And, yeah, looks like we're going to have one hell of a second half here between both of these squads. As I didn't expect this one. Virginia Tech up 38-34. But usually what Duke does, they're a pretty good second half team. That's what Duke always does. They're so good in the second half, whoever they play. I think I did a stream earlier back in, I think it was like January or early February. They played against Boston College, and Duke was losing against BC at halftime by 2 points. And then in the second half, they just crushed them. I think they beat them by like 20 or something. So never count out Duke. You don't ever want to count out Duke even when they're down by 23 points with 9 minutes left to go and they have like 37 points on the board. And then they put a 60 spot up in the next few minutes in the game like they did with that huge comeback against Louisville. So, yeah, this game can change in a matter of seconds. But Virginia Tech doing an incredible job so far in this game. The undersized team out-rebounding Duke at the half 17-13. Duke is the much taller, much powerful team, yet Virginia Tech, the smaller team, they only have one player in their roster that is above 6'6", playing this game right now. That is Kerry Blackshear, who's 6'10". Other than that, Ty Outlaw is the second tallest player, 6'6" on the squad. Everybody below Outlaw is either 6'5" or 6'2", 6'3", 6'1". All those numbers right there is size hasn't really been a problem for Virginia Tech as they've managed to out-rebound Duke at the half, +4 on the boards currently in this game. So, yeah, this has been really shocking right now as we are at halftime between both of these squads. If you're new to my channel, hit that like button down below, subscribe as well. So right now at halftime, looking at these shooting percentages, Virginia Tech is actually shooting the ball worse from the floor than Duke. Virginia Tech is 45% shooting from the floor. Duke is 52% shooting from the floor. But the big difference here is the three-pointers. Virginia Tech, 21 points off three-point shots out of 38 at the half. That's what they've done. The outside shooting has been spectacular for the Hokies. 41% from three-point range. Led by one of the key three-point shooters, that is Ty Outlaw. He's a 46% three-point shooter in the season, ranking 3rd in the ACC. Right now, as we look to those leading scores for Virginia Tech, Ty Outlaw has not scored a single three-point shot, so it's not actually been him in this game. It's been the other guys who rank just outside the top 10 in ACC in three-point shooting that's been getting it done. That is Wabisa Beatty and Ahmed Hill. Ahmed Hill, 3 for 5 shooting from behind the arc in the first half. 13 points leading the way. Wabisa Beatty with 10 points for Virginia Tech. How about Kerry Blackshear? Looking for that double-double before this game goes final. He has 5 rebounds at the half. He has 7 points right now. He was the leading scorer the last time Virginia Tech beat Duke back on February 26th, where Blackshear had 23 points and 10 rebounds. That was a double-double performance. He has 8 double-doubles on the season. Zion, the second leading scorer in the team right now. 11 points by Zion. Leading the way is Trey Jones, which is a rare, very rare to see Trey leading the way. RJ Barrett last in the starting lineup, as that is rare as well. RJ Barrett with only 3 points at halftime. But yeah, looking at that replay, Zion with just an insane block early in the game. He just went up with a huge vertical and swatted that one completely out of there. Zion, 11 points, 5 for 8 shooting from the floor. He has 4 rebounds and also 2 blocks and a steal at halftime. So there's another game going on in college basketball right now. That game is Kentucky going up against Houston. Kentucky now with a 4-point lead, 5:15 left to go in action there. Looks like PJ Washington is back. He has 8 points for the Wildcats, and they are up by 5 at the moment. That score just changed, 25-20. Kentucky is currently up, and PJ Washington is back off the bench, and he has 8 points right now for the Wildcats. And he is the leading scorer as well, so he is back, guys. Leading the way for the Houston Cougars, Galen Robinson Jr., the point guard. 8 points for Galen. Right now, 5 points second on the team in scoring is Armani Brooks. Armani Brooks hit a big 3-point shot for Houston. So that's the score there of that game. Of course, we had an upset earlier today. Charles Barkley's squad of the Auburn Tigers beat the North Carolina Tar Heels. They whooped them 97-80. In that game, Michigan State was a 17-point victor themselves as well. They beat LSU 80-63. So both of the early games went into 17-point margins for the final score. And Kentucky is currently up with 4.5 left to go before halftime, 28-20. So I will be back on Sunday. I'll be doing 2 of the Elite 8 streams, both of the afternoon games on CBS. I'll be doing on Sunday. I'll also be doing the Final 4 games. That is next Saturday, not tomorrow, but the following Saturday, the 2 Final 4 games, and also the National Championship game on Monday, April 8th. I'm away tomorrow, so I'm not sure if I'll be able to get to the Saturday night games for the tournament. Probably not the 6 o'clock game tomorrow night, because I know I'm away tomorrow. I probably won't be back in time, but it's a question mark if I'll be able to do the late game at 8 something. But I know I'll definitely be back on Sunday for the 2 games for Sunday. Yeah, and Kentucky just keeps on building their lead right now. They're up 30-20 at the moment against Houston. So that's what's happening there. 3:40 left to go before halftime. Kentucky is built on that lead. They are currently up by 10 points against Houston. So with P.J. Washington, the Wildcats have come out to play today in the first half. Same as the Virginia Tech Hokies over here. Coming out to play once again in this game. The missing component the last time in the 77-72 victory back on February 26th was this guy, Justin Robinson. But Justin Robinson with 2 assists, 2 steals, and 6 points at the half, leading the way right now for the Virginia Tech Hokies in steals. So that's what that happened. Oh, yes, Sunday's going to be hyped up. Yep, I'm going to be doing the 2 streams on Sunday for the Elite 8. So whoever wins this game will take on Michigan State. So I'll be doing that on Sunday. I'll also be doing the winner of Kentucky against Houston. They'll take on Auburn. So it could be an SEC battle once again in the Elite 8. If Kentucky wins, they'll take on Auburn in the Elite 8. And then Michigan State will take on the winner of this one, Virginia Tech, going up against Duke. So I'll have both of those streams for you guys. Elite 8 on Sunday. I'll also have all the Final 4 games and also the National Championship game on Monday, April 8th. So it should be a good time. So, yeah, I'll be covering the Spartans in the next round on Sunday. I am away tomorrow. I'm not sure if I'll be able to cover the Saturday games on Saturday night because I am away tomorrow. Not sure if I'll be back in time from hanging out with my girlfriend, but I know that those are the teams that's kind of lesser. Like, they're not really the big, like, major schools in the tournament. So all the good games are basically on Sunday. Texas Tech plays against Gonzaga on Saturday in the first game. Purdue against Virginia on Saturday night. But the real games are going to be the ones on Sunday, where those are the really passionate college basketball fans from like all the elite programs like Michigan State. And then it's either Duke or Virginia Tech in this one. Like Michigan State going up against Duke, that would be just like a huge game for sure. And then Kentucky, another elite program, going up against Auburn, an SEC battle once again, possibly. That would be crazy. It's crazy that Auburn crushed North Carolina. I remember a few years ago, I think it was 2 years ago in the tournament, that South Carolina was a 7 seed and they made it all the way to the Final 4. That was crazy. We got a 5 seed here that you got to watch out for. They have a chance to make it all the way to the Final 4, and they look red hot right now. You're going to have to watch out for this team, the Auburn Tigers, but they did have one of their leading players on the team did get hurt in that game. Also for Michigan State, Nick Ward back with another hand injury that he suffered today against LSU. But Auburn, they suffered a big loss to their team with Chuma Okeke, as they're going to have to figure out what happens in the last one. So Quentin asking me Zion #1 pick right now. Well, yeah, that's what everybody's basically sold on. We'll see what the second half's really made of Zion, but basically that game against Central Florida, we saw Zion basically at his finest with like 20 seconds left to go. Dribbling inside, guarded by Taco Fall. Duke was down by 3 points. Instead, Zion still has his composure on him. Dribbles inside, guarded by Taco Fall, puts it up and in, goes to the free throw line. Even though he missed the free throw, his teammate RJ bailed him out. He got the putback right there, and that was the big key to it. But Zion is basically top 5 in the ACC in basically every single statistical category there is, besides three-point shooting percentage, free throw shooting percentage, and assists per game. But he's just such a freak of an athlete. Just an incredible vertical. We've seen him. He already has 2 blocks in this game. One of them was just an insane block. One of the plays off the backboard. That was crazy how he blocked that ball. But yeah, I'm going for Zion to be a #1 pick in the NBA. That's what 99.9% of people are talking about. I don't think that there's anybody else even close right now. RJ, either a 2 or a 3, depending on Ja Morant. But right now, RJ, in this game, the draft scouts are pretty disappointed at RJ because right now he's shooting the ball. He's only got 3 points in the first half. So Quentin thinks that he's going to struggle with his shooting in the NBA. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens in the NBA. There's been #1 draft pick busts that's been like from recent years. Like Markelle Fultz was one of them. Like everybody was all hyped up for Markelle Fultz to go first in the draft, coming from a team from the Washington Huskies that they posted a record of 9-22 overall, and then their head coach Lorenzo Romari got fired. But he basically turned out to be a draft bust. He also got traded in the NBA trade deadline, but we'll see what happens to Zion here. Like, when Zion finally meets LeBron, what will happen? That's the thing. We'll see what type of Zion comes out and plays, but we'll see what he's made of. Maybe he'll be somebody that can actually score points or something like that, like a Trae Young out on the court coming from Oklahoma to the NBA. So that, yeah, Houston was down by 10 points against Kentucky. We have 2:35 left to go before halftime. Kentucky is up by 6 at the moment, 30-24. So Houston with back-to-back buckets trying to pull in right now. Those are the only 2 games going on as the college basketball season is winding down, sadly, as the teams are getting eliminated each and every day from the tournament. North Carolina going home. They lost to Auburn by 17. LSU went home. They lost to Michigan State by 17. We got 2 close games here. One's at halftime, and the other one is around 2.5 minutes remaining before halftime. So I'm just going to look at some of the stuff here. I know there's a Major League Baseball second day here with the MLB. Today, going to see what happened today in the major leagues as all the teams are playing right now, it looks like. And yeah, it looks like the Red Sox again are struggling with the Mariners. Oh boy. So the Mariners are up 3-1 against the World Series champs from last year, the Boston Red Sox. And yeah, they struggled yesterday with Chris Sale. He gave up just a ton of runs in his first start of the season. And right now, the Red Sox not looking good either early in this one, losing to the Mariners 3-1, but it is at the top of the third in that game. Let's see what else is going on in other games. It looks like the Blue Jays have finally won their first game of the season. They beat the Detroit Tigers today 6-0. Tampa Bay Rays beat the Astros 4-2. Colorado Rockies beat the Marlins 6-1. So the Marlins still winless, 0-2. It's not really surprising as the Padres up against the Giants at the moment, 2-0. Diamondbacks got crushed yesterday against the Dodgers. I believe the Dodgers hit 8 home runs in their opening day debut. Right now, the Dodgers are Dodgers are up, bottom of the third, 1-0 against the Diamondbacks. And we got a scoreless game, top of the fourth. Angels and A's, Cardinals, Brewers going at it, top of the seventh. St. Louis with a 5-4 lead over Milwaukee. So we're going to get back to action momentarily with this one. Duke against Virginia Tech. Hopefully as this game goes on and we get later in the game and this gets to be a closer game, hopefully we'll grow more people into the channel as well, as that's what usually happens when we get to a closer game as the final minutes go down. But right now, we're almost back to action after halftime. We're just on a commercial break, and then we should be able to get back to the second half between Duke and Virginia Tech. So the keys to the game here for the Duke Blue Devils: get the ball in more to RJ Barrett. He's only had 3 points so far. The lowest scorer of the starting five lineup for the Duke Blue Devils right now is RJ. 1 for 6 shooting from the field. He needs to start converting shots and stepping up for his teammate, Cam Reddish, who has not played a single second or a single minute in this game. Cam Reddish with a knee injury that I think he went down with against UCF late in that game. But here we are. We're going to get ready to go back to action here momentarily with this one. As this is Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. Make sure to hit that like button, guys, down below. Subscribe to my channel, as well as I call play-by-play of March Madness games throughout the season. Just looking at some of the stuff here with Cam Reddish. Yeah, he has not yet been on the court for this game. So Cam Reddish didn't start tonight. He has not been on the court at all. Alex O'Connell, who has not started a single minute in the last game against UCF, is on the court in his place. How Alex O'Connell has fared in the first half, it looks like this. 2 for 4 shooting from the field, 4 points for O'Connell, 0 for 2 from three-point range. So the trio that's usually there, RJ Barrett, Zion Williamson, and Cam Reddish, is not, because Cam Reddish has not played in this game because of a knee injury. But here we are. We're going to get ready to go back to action. Before we get back to the channel, make sure to hit that like button, guys, down below. Subscribe as well. 38-34, Virginia Tech up by 4. This is going to be a crazy run to the finish here. Virginia Tech almost hit a half-court heave right before the buzzer, but this offense has been incredible. Moving the ball around the perimeter from left to right around it, getting the open look, and that's what Virginia Tech's been doing with the open jumpers. Also, Zion, just an insane swat on one of the plays as Kerry Blackshear tried to take the right baseline jumper, and Zion just swatted that one away next to the backboard. But Duke just needs a lot more chances to get better open looks inside and outside in this game. 20 points in the paint by Duke, only 10 points in the paint by Virginia Tech. That is because Virginia Tech in this game has made 7 3-point shots. So 21 points out of the 38 so far by the Hokies have been 3-point shots that's been made from the floor. So here we are. We're going to get ready to go back to action. Before we do, hit those like buttons. Subscribe to my channel, as I call play-by-play a March Madness game. Coach K has a 3-12 record when trailing by 4 more points at halftime. The last win, you have to go all the way back to the 2001 national semifinal game 18 years ago against the Maryland Terrapins. Here we are, back to action. Duke is down by 4 here at halftime. They have the ball. They put it into the hands of Trey Jones. Puts that into the hands of right wing perimeter, RJ Barrett. RJ with only 3, and he adds now with 5 points. Dribbling inside and laying it up and then blowing by the Hokies defense. 38-36 right now. Duke down by 2. Virginia Tech with the ball. 19.5 left to go. We just got back to action here with the second half. Virginia Tech has it. Backing their way inside. Nice pass underneath the basket. Outlaw jumper. No good. Blocked right there up in the air. Offensive rebound. Blackshear could not finish to the cup, and the ball gets tipped out of bounds. Looks like Virginia Tech will get it back here on the inbound. Yeah, so RJ Barrett starting out fresh in the second half. Not even 10 seconds into the game, and he lays one up and in. So he goes from 3 points to 5 points right now. Virginia Tech with the inbound. They take the three ball from the right corner. No good. Rebounded by Delorier. 38-36. Duke now. Burst the speed inside. Laying it up and in. No good by Jones. And Duke, wow, what a phenomenal save. He was not out of bounds right there. I could not believe that. Missed three-point shot from the right corner, but what a save right there for that ball not going out of bounds. Didn't mean much since they missed the shot. Virginia Tech got the rebound anyway. Hokies now with the ball, right wing perimeter, and they take the deep right elbow two. No good by Ty Outlaw off the top of the backboard. Virginia Tech maintains possession though. Jumper in the key. Blackshear foul. They'll go to the line to shoot two. 18:44 left to go remaining in this game. The score is Virginia Tech 38, Duke 36. Kerry Blackshear will go to the free throw line here to shoot two for the Hokies. He's a 74% shooter at the charity stripe this season. He has 7 points tonight, 8 rebounds. First shot here by number 24 at the free throw line for Virginia Tech. And no good. That one goes too long off the top of the iron. Still 38-36. Blackshear will shoot his second shot here from the line. (37-26) at halftime. Kentucky is up by 11 against Houston. Second shot at the line. Knocks that one down. 3-point lead here by Virginia Tech. I actually don't know the reason, like the main reason why that's called a charity stripe. That's really interesting. I think it's something that you have to like earn it from there. That's why, or something like that. I'll search that up if nobody knows that. Left baseline jumper goes down for Trey Jones though. 39-38. That is so interesting though. Virginia Tech has the ball at the free throw circle. Blackshear passes it right wing perimeter here. Beatty dribbling with the ball to the top of the key. Takes the jumper. No good off the front part of the rim. Rebounded by Duke. Duke trying to go inside. Zion burst the speed, laying it up and in. Over defenders right there. Duke with a lead. Yeah, I've heard it in video games like all the time. That's why. 17:35 left to go. Virginia Tech no good as that one hit the bottom part of the backboard. It got rebounded by Duke, but it got tipped out of bounds, so Virginia Tech will get the ball back here. So Virginia Tech here with 17:35 left to go in this game. Duke just took the lead. The Hokies will be getting the ball here on the inbound. If you're new to my channel, make sure to hit that like button down below. Subscribe as well. 0 for 6 to start off the second half here by the Hokies. They pass it inside the Blackshear. Feeds it back outside. Left corner three. Knocks it down. Right there for Virginia Tech, taking back the lead. 42-40 right now. With 17:20 left to go. Response. Duke inside. Lays it up and in. We got ourselves a ball game, everybody. We're tied up at 42. This is going to be a fight to the finish. Hit those like buttons down below. Subscribe as well as I call play-by-play on March Madness games. Virginia Tech with it. Top of the key with Ahmed Hill. He passes it off to Nikhil Alexander Walker. Walker now trying to take this inside. Blows past defenders. Lays it up and in. Too easy. Right there, my Nikhil. 44-42. Duke with the ball. Oh, yep. They passed it, and it was too long of a pass, and RJ Barrett tried to control it before it went out of bounds at the left corner of the three-point perimeter, and the ball touched the baseline, and that is a turnover by Duke. So Virginia Tech will get it back. They're up by 2. 44-42. 16:45 left to go in this game. 2-point lead by the Hokies. 6 ties in this one. 4 lead changes. Biggest lead has been a 6-point lead by the Hokies, and a kicked ball on the play. So Virginia Tech will get it back on the inbound with 16:41 left to go. So here we are at the free throw line. Ahmed Hill will pass that one off to Justin Robinson. He passes left wing perimeter. Alexander Walker into the hands now of Blackshear. Blackshear passes right corner now to dribbling to the right wing. Nikhil with the ball. He passes it off to Ty Outlaw. Outlaw left wing takes the deep 2 jumper. Tough shot. Almost went in. It was halfway down and rattled out. Rebounded by Duke. RJ now trying to take this one inside in the lane. No good, but RJ Barrett gets fouled. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line with 16:16 left to go. RJ Barrett drawing a lot of contact. That's one of the things that he excels in right there. He got Ty Outlaw to commit the foul as he was trying to guard him. 16:16 left to go. RJ at the free throw line, and that one goes in. That one was lucky right there as that bounced off 2 parts of the rim and went into the hoop. So first one goes down for RJ. 1-point game, second shot at the line, and we've got this one tied back up at 44. 44 even now. 16:10 left to go. Virginia Tech with the ball in their hands. They take it past that right side of the timeline. This is Justin Robinson. Robinson to the top of the key, trying to make his way inside. Passes it back out on top. Ty Outlaw. Outlaw trying to make a move to the basket. Too easy again. Blowing up by his man. Puts it up and in. 46-44. 15:45 left to go in this game. Duke now with the ball. Low post Zion. Zion finishes to the cup right there. We are tied up again at 46. 15:40 left to go in this one. Virginia Tech with the ball. They take it past the right side of the half-court logo. This is Justin Robinson with the ball, and he tried to get too fancy with a pass, but the ball gets tipped out of bounds. As he tried to go with a behind-the-arc pass to feed that one, behind-the-back pass to feed that one inside. It was tipped out of bounds by Duke, though, so Virginia Tech should get the inbound. When we do get back to action, we are tied up at 46. As this is Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. Going to get back to action here momentarily. Currently on a TV timeout. So that is the score. We are 46 even right now with both of these teams. Duke is shooting the ball at a phenomenal clip from the floor, but they are somehow tied with Virginia Tech because of three-point shooting. That's been the reason why. Duke shooting the ball in total 56% from the court right now. Virginia Tech is 41%. But it's the three-point shots by Virginia Tech in this game that's got the Hokies up throughout 98% of this one. Virginia Tech shooting 8 for 20 from behind the arc. So they've converted on 24 points out of 46 from three-point range. Oh, yes, super good game. So Quentin saying super good game. Probably going to come down to the wire. I'm seeing this one as well. Duke has played so many close games as of late. And there the last game against UCF, that was crazy itself. They've played some close games in the regular season. That one against Wake Forest that it came down to the final shot that Wake Forest missed. Just because Jack White was in the lineup and he made that gaffe because he tried to inbound the ball and he stepped over the baseline when he tried to pass the ball and the refs called it a turnover. That was a complete gaffe by Jack White. Duke's so lucky that they escaped with a victory against Wake Forest earlier this season. But yeah, Duke's played some really close games against other teams throughout the season. They had that game against Louisville that they beat them by 2 points that they came back from 23 down. Interesting. So that's what so yeah, interesting there with what the charity stripe means. But I'm looking at all these games that Duke's played on the stats. Of course, they had that ACC tournament semifinal game against North Carolina. It came down to basically the final shot as UNC missed the final shot before the buzzer, and Duke won 74-73. So they've played all types of games that they've been close throughout the season. They also beat Virginia 72-70 in the first game of the season. Also, the win against Florida State with Cam Reddish, who was left unguarded and hit an open three-point shot at the buzzer against Florida State off the inbound with 2 seconds left. So Duke has played all types of games that's been close wins throughout the season. This one has close written all over it. 15:29 left to go. And Virginia Tech will get the inbound. So here we are, back to action. The Hokies looking to pass it someplace. Ahmed Hill does. He passes it into the hands of Ty Outlaw. Right wing three-point perimeter. Back to Hill at the top of the key. Hill back to Outlaw. And now into the hands of Justin Robinson. Robinson trying to make a move inside. And gets that shot to fall as he lays it up and in. 48-46. Virginia Tech back out in front. 15-10 left to go. Duke takes it past the timeline here with Trey Jones. Passes right elbow. Zion backing his way in there. Kicks the ball back outside. Top of the key three. RJ, no good. That one rattled out. Rebounded by Virginia Tech. Blackshear with a rebound. Kerry Blackshear is the leading rebounder for this team. Looks like we do have a tied up ball. Possession arrow goes to Virginia Tech. Let's see here. Nickeil Alexander-Walker tried to work on the shot fake from the left wing of the perimeter on Zion. And Zion, with those big, strong arms, just tied up Nickeil with the ball. But luckily, Virginia Tech gets the tie up there. Looked like no foul. The refs didn't charge Zion with a foul there, which was interesting. Got his big, long arms wrapped around Nickeil. Air ball from the right corner by Virginia Tech. But they get the offensive rebound. We'll try this again. They're at the right wing perimeter with Nickeil. They feed the ball baseline inside the Blackshear. Blackshear working his way in there. No good. Tip in. No good. Fight for the rebound. RJ has it for Duke. 48-46. 14:20 left to go. 2-point game. Duke now with the ball. They have it at the top of the key with Trey Jones. Jones now at the edge of the March Madness logo. He passes the ball inside the key. And a jumper. RJ knocks it down. He gets fouled as well. Go to the free throw line for the and one. We have 14:08 left to go. We're tied up at 48. This one is close game written all over this one. Back and forth battle. If you're new to my channel, make sure to hit that like button down below. Subscribe as well. So here's RJ at the free throw line trying to get Duke up by 1 point. RJ Barrett, a 66% free throw shooter on the season. He had 3 points before halftime. He already has 11 right now total. So he has 8 points currently in the second half, looking for his 9th. And gets that one down. Duke back in front with a lead, 49-48. 14:05 left to go. Buzz Williams and his squad right now fell down in the past few minutes, allowing Duke to take the lead. But let's see if Virginia Tech can take it back. Most likely they'll do it with a 3-point shot. So they have the ball with Isaiah Wilkins. They pass it back out and top to Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Back to Blackshear. Left wing perimeter here for Virginia Tech. 5 on the shot clock. Hokies trying to take it inside. Justin Robinson. What a dish! And he puts it off the backboard up and in. Justin Robinson credited with the assist. 50-49. Virginia Tech up in front. We have 13:20 left to go. This has got close game all over it. RJ at the free throw circle. Passes right corner of the perimeter. That is a turnover by Duke as they lost control of the ball at the right corner of the three-point perimeter by Alex O'Connell. Oh, yeah, I just saw it. So the bright pink on the Virginia Tech bench right there. Wow. Yeah, I just noticed that. Yep, the bright pink sitting on the bench next to his player. So here we are back to action. Virginia Tech with Blackshear at the free throw circle. Try to pass that one behind them. The ball goes into the camera crew outside the baseline out of bounds. 13:05 left to go. Hit those like buttons, guys, if you haven't done so already. 50-49, Virginia Tech up by 1. 13 minutes left. Duke with the inbound. Trey Jones takes it past the timeline here for the Blue Devils. He passes that ball, trying to go inside. RJ banks it home up and in off the glass. Duke takes back the lead, 51-50. What a game between both of these teams. Close game has been in store throughout this entire matchup. 51-50. Hit that like button down below. Subscribe if you're new to my channel as well. Virginia Tech underneath the basket. Blackshear banks it up and in off the window. Virginia Tech with a lead. 52-51. 12.5 left to go. Duke with the ball. They take it past the timeline with Trey Jones. Jones passes to RJ. Top of the key into the hands now on Marquis Bolden. Bolden back to Jones. Left wing three, no good. Hit the rim short. Bolden could not get the rebound. Virginia Tech with the ball with numbers. And they lose the ball, but it was tapped out of bounds by Duke, so Virginia Tech will get the inbound here with 12:15 left to go. 52-51. High-octane game between both of these teams right now. This could come down to a buzzer beater in the tournament. We have not seen one so far. We still have 12:15 left to go. Virginia Tech with an inbound pass underneath the basket. The Blackshear stolen away. Tipped by Duke. They're trying to take it in control, and RJ takes back the lead, going coast to coast right there. 53-52. 3 points before the half by RJ. He has exploded in the second half. We're under 12 minutes left to go in this game. Virginia Tech no good on the shot. Rebounded by Duke. As bodies hit the court right there, Nickeil Alexander-Walker, I think, hit the floor hard on that play. 53-52, 11:50 left to go. This is going to be a crazy ending. Hopefully, possibly a buzzer beater. We'll see. This is March Madness at its finest. This is Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. So right now we're on a commercial break. It's a 1-point game. We're going to look to the leading scorers here. RJ Barrett went from being number 5 out of the starting 5 at halftime with the fewest points allowed. He had 3 points heading into halftime. He currently has 13 points in the second half, leading his squad at the moment with 16 points total in this game. RJ Barrett has exploded, guys. 6 for 12 shooting from the floor. He started out the game 1 for 6. Hasn't hit a 3-point shot, though, but RJ Barrett leading the way with 16 points. 15 points by Zion, right behind his roommate. 14 points by Trey Jones, right behind Zion. It's the trio of those guys, and if they had Cam Reddish, they'd add in another one, but he's hurt in this game, and he has not played a single minute. Other than that, in the starting lineup, Javin DeLaurier has 4 points for Duke. Alex O'Connell with 4 points, but Jack White, 0 points off the bench. Marquis Bolden, 0 points off the bench for Duke. For Virginia Tech, the leading scorers look like this. Ahmed Hill, 13 points right now, leading the way for the Hokies. Kerry Blackshear with 10. He has a double-double. 10 points, 11 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 blocks as well for Blackshear. So Blackshear for Virginia Tech just recorded his 9th double-double of the season. And Wabisa Beatty for Virginia Tech has 10 points as well. This is going to be a fight to the finish, hopefully. At halftime with Kentucky against Houston, Kentucky's up 37-26 against Houston at halftime. So 11-point lead by Kentucky. Looking at the scores of that game, leading the way, there's a tie between Tyler Hero with 8 points for the Wildcats. And back, look who's back here from injury. P.J. Washington is back for Kentucky. He has 8 points as well. Tied for the lead in scoring at halftime with Kentucky's Tyler Hero for the Wildcats. So this is what's going on here in college basketball. Is Canada coming around right now in the second half. RJ Barrett, man, scoring 13 points so far in the second half. He only had 3 at halftime, currently with 16 right now for RJ. So Canada coming in clutch right now with RJ Barrett. As far as Nickeil Alexander-Walker, he's from Toronto as well. He only has 4 points right now for Virginia Tech at the moment in this game. But we're going to get back to action shortly here with Duke and Virginia Tech. If you're new to my channel, hit that like button down below. Subscribe as well. So 1-point game, 11:50 left. Kentucky also back to action with Houston. And Kentucky is up 39-26 with 19 minutes left to go in that game. But here we are, the main focus, Virginia Tech up against Duke. 11:50 left to go when we do get back to action. So here we are. Duke will get the inbound pass. So Zion will inbound this ball. He passes it off to Trey Jones off the bounce pass. So Duke has the ball. 11:45 left to go. Jones, as he takes it past that March Madness logo here for the Blue Devils. He passes a left wing perimeter to R.J. Barrett. R.J. exploding for 13 points in the second half. Zion puts that ball back outside, and that's a three ball from the right corner. Sinks it by Trey Jones. 56-52 right now. Duke with a 4-point lead. We got 11:15 left to go in this game. Virginia Tech now with the ball. Hokies trying to go inside underneath the basket. They put it back outside. Right wing three. No good. Fight for the rebound. A tip in. No good. Rebounded by Alex O'Connell of the Blue Devils. 56-52. 11:02 left to go. Uh-oh. RJ is a little slow to get up. Looking like he's tending to his face area right now. I think RJ's okay, though. He's trying to rebound the ball here. Looked like he might have got, let's see. Oh, somebody's hand just completely engulfed his entire face. So RJ Barrett right there got a huge hand to the face, but he was able to get up from that. So hopefully everything with RJ will be okay. If you're new to my channel, hit that like button down below. Subscribe as well as I call play-by-play of college basketball action. I'll be back Sunday with Elite 8 action. So RJ just had to shake that one off. Basically, here we are back to action. Duke with the ball. They are up by 4, trying to extend that lead. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. Left wing perimeter, O'Connell with the ball now. Feeds that one inside. Low post backing his way. Zion kicks the ball back outside. Right corner three. No good as that hit the front part of the rim. Virginia Tech with a big, strong rebound right there by P.J. Horn off the bench. Number 14. Virginia Tech with the ball top of the key. They try to pass it and no good. Too short on the pass. Trey Jones with a steal. Alley-oop to Zion. Slams it down. Oh, man. This game is going in the complete direction. Duke now with a 6-point lead. 58-52. 10:23 left to go. And looks like Virginia Tech is in trouble. Zion Williamson throwing the hammer to him right there on the oop with the alley pass by Trey Jones in transition. Zion with the oop, and yeah, that'll make the highlight reel for tomorrow night. So that is the score for you guys. 58 Duke, 52 Virginia Tech, and we have around 10:23 left to go when we do get back to action as we are on a commercial break. If you haven't done so already, hit the like button down below. Subscribe as well as I call play-by-play of March Madness games throughout the tournament all the way to the national championship on Monday, April 8th. So looking at the leading scores here, leading the way currently, Trey Jones has 17 points for the Duke Blue Devils. 17, 16, 15. These are the point totals with 3 of the highest scores right now for Duke. Trey Jones with 17. RJ with 16 points. 13 of those points have come in the second half. Zion with 15 points right now total. What a game. Duke is just taking full control as they've gone on to just like a huge run in the past couple minutes. 12-0 run right now by the Blue Devils. And they're doing it shooting the ball from the field. 57% shooting from the field right now for Duke. That's how they're getting things done right here. So if you haven't done so already, make sure to hit that like button down below. Subscribe as I call play-by-play on March Madness games. What else is going on in college basketball? Well, Kentucky is taking on Houston right now. Around 16.5 left to go in that game. Kentucky currently with a 41-31 lead against Houston in that game. So the winner of Virginia Tech against Duke will have the opportunity to take on Michigan State on Sunday in the Elite 8. I'll have that stream for you guys Sunday afternoon. But here we are, almost ready to get back to action, hopefully soon. As the tables have basically turned in this one. The past couple possessions have been top quality here for the Duke Blue Devils right now, trying to go the distance inside. The alley-oop pass was incredible. Trey Jones to Zion, feeding it up top and slamming it down with authority right there. So we got ourselves a commercial break, and we'll be back here momentarily. Let's look at the lead. Let's look at the leading scores here for Virginia Tech. It looks like this. Kerry Blackshear has a double-double tonight. 10 points, 11 rebounds. Ahmed Hale, 13 points, leading the way for the Hokies. Wabisa Beatty with 10 points. But here we are, guys. Almost ready to go back to action. How about Christian Leitner in the 1991 National Championship? Duke going up against Kansas, and they were throwing down an alley-oop jam of themselves in that game. Reminiscent of this one on the last play, Trey Jones lobbing it over the top to Zion. I'll make the highlight reel on SportsCenter tomorrow morning. Zion with just big-time air right there. So here we are, guys. 10:23 left to go. Virginia Tech will get the inbound. So the Hokies now with the ball in their hands. They dribble towards the top of the key with Ty Outlaw. Outlaw with 10:18 left to go, looking for somebody to pass it to, and he hands it off. This is to Nikhil Alexander-Walker. Duke is on a 7-0 scoring run in the past 2 minutes. Virginia Tech with the ball, trying to take it inside the key. Floater, Blackshear, no good. Fight for the rebound. Duke has it. Bolden with a huge rebound right there by the Blue Devils. Under the halfway point here of the second half, we have 9:50 left to go. Duke with the ball. Virginia Tech has not scored a single point in the last 2 minutes, 50 seconds. Blackshear keeps on missing shots too, so yeah, that's a good point. It's brought up right corner three. RJ, he missed it. Ball tipped up in the air. Blackshear got the rebound. Oh, the pass by Blackshear, just too wide as they had the open man down the court. All they needed to do was lay it up and then just over the head of Ahmed Hill. Just too strong of a pass, the full court pass by Blackshear, and it goes out of bounds. There goes 2 points off the board by Virginia Tech that they should have scored right there. Still 58-52. We have 9:36 left to go. Duke now with the ball off the Virginia Tech turnover. Those are the turnovers that kills them. Right wing perimeter. RJ Barrett feeds it inside. They kick it back outside. O'Connell puts it into the hands of RJ. Passes left wing perimeter here. Trey Jones back to RJ. Top of the key. Passes right wing Zion. Zion passes RJ now to Jones. Jones left baseline jumper. No good. Rebounded by Wabisa Beatty of Virginia Tech. 9:05 left to go. Hokies down by 6. They have the ball at the right wing of the three-point perimeter. Beatty, top of the key. He's open. Could have took the three. Instead, he takes it inside. Passes it back outside. Bad decision. Alex O'Connell steals the ball away for Duke. Bad decision right there by Virginia Tech. They were underneath the basket too, and the putback right there. And they go and they bank it home off the backboard. Marquis Bolden right there for the Duke Blue Devils getting 2 to fall in. 60-52 right now. Virginia Tech really needs to take care of the ball a lot better in this game. And Hokies trying to dribble inside to get fouled though. And Robinson actually got it in. So yeah, he'll get to the and one. Let's see on the replay here. Blackshear hands off to Robinson. Robinson, wow. Lays it up and in right there off the backboard. It'll go to the line for the and one. So 60-54 right now. Justin Robinson has a chance to cut the Duke lead to 5 at the moment. We have 8:28 left to go. And Robinson hits it. 60-55 as, Bolden right now has 4 points off the bench by Duke. Trey Jones and Zion both have 17. RJ Barrett with 16. O'Connell with 4. Delorier with 4. Here we are back to action. Duke with the inbound. Hit the like button down below if you haven't done so already. And Duke going inside. Banks the shot home as it rolls around the ring. And goes into the net right there. 62-55. Hit those like buttons, guys, down below. Subscribe to my channel. 7-point lead by Duke. Virginia Tech with the ball. 8 minutes left to go. Top of the key here for the Hokies. Nikhil Alexander-Walker with the ball. Bang those like buttons, guys. Alexander-Walker, spin move, jumper inside. Knocks it down. Going to update you guys with the score. Duke is up 62-57. Remember to hit those like buttons. Hit the subscribe button as well. 7:40 remaining. Duke with the ball. And they try to feed that to Zion low post. And that one gets tipped out of bounds. Wow, what a game here. 7:41 remaining. Like buttons, hit those down below. I call play-by-play the March Madness action. So this is Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube, reaching a TV timeout right here. Let me know in the chat who you've got. The Duke Blue Devils, the #1 overall team in the nation, going up against the Virginia Tech Hokies. It's going to be a fight to the finish right here. 7:40 left to go when we do get back. Thumbs up on the like button if you haven't done so already. Subscribe to my channel, as this is Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. Let's look at the leading scores here. 18 points leading the way by RJ Barrett. 17 points by Zion. 17 points by Trey Jones. So that's what Duke has done in the scoring. 15 out of the 18 points by RJ Barrett has come in the second half. So let's see what else is going on here. Virginia Tech, the leading scorer right now. Ahmed Hill, 13 points by Hill, 10 points by Wabisa Beatty. Kerry Blackshear with 10 points, chipping in as well. So right now, this is what it's made of. Coming down to the finish here, 62 to 57. Cannot wait for the last 7:40 to go in this one. The winner will take on Michigan State in the Elite Eight. Michigan State definitely worthy of a Final Four team. They got put in the wrong side of the bracket with Duke, basically. If they were on an opposite side of the bracket, they could have been going to the Final Four, possibly the national championship. But here they are, possibly going up against the #1 team in the nation. So if you haven't done so already, like buttons, hit those down below, subscribe to my channel as I do play-by-play of March Madness games, currently on a commercial break. Duke is up 62 to 57 against Virginia Tech. We have 7:40 left to go remaining in this game when we do get back to action after this commercial break. Leading the way for the Duke Blue Devils, 18 points, RJ Barrett. 17 by Zion Williamson. 17 by Trey Jones. It's been a crazy game. RJ, 18 points, 10. Am I reading that correct? I am. 10 assists by RJ Barrett. I thought that was rebounds. That's assists. Holy crap, I just saw that stat line update, and it said 10 assists. Let's look at this. Duke has 19 assists today as a team. 10 of those assists have gone to RJ Barrett. He only has 3 rebounds, though. Imagine if he had more rebounds, he would have had a triple-double. But here we are. We're going to get ready to go back to action. If you haven't done so already, bang those like buttons down below. Subscribe to my channel. Game break update before we do go back to action. Kentucky playing against Houston right now. Kentucky with a lead as they are up 43 to 38 against Houston with 12.5 left to go in that one. I'll be back with the stream on Sunday with 2 games in the Elite Eight on Sunday. The winner of this one will take on Michigan State. I'll have that stream for you guys. And also, the winner of Kentucky against Houston will take on Auburn. Here we are back to action. Virginia Tech with the inbound. They get the ball past the timeline. They have it with Blackshear at the free throw circle. Puts it into the hands of Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Jumper. Left baseline. No good by Nickeil. Rebounded by Duke as Alex O'Connell gets the rebound. 7:15 left to go. Duke is up by 5, 62 to 57. Duke with the ball, right wing, 3-point perimeter. RJ with the ball now, as he lobs that one over the top. Zion now working his way inside, puts it up and in to the net right there by Zion Williamson. 64 to 57. Duke with a 7-point lead. Gonna update you guys with a chat once again. We have 6:50 remaining in this game. 7-point lead by Duke. Virginia Tech trying to drive inside, and a foul called, committed by Duke on the play with 6:50 left. So if you haven't done so already, make sure to hit those like buttons down below. Subscribe as well, as I call play-by-play to March Madness action throughout the tournament. Let's see in the last play right here, Justin Robinson trying to go inside, and Duke, that was Javin DeLaurier, who got called with a blocking foul on the play. So Justin Robinson will shoot 2 here for the Hokies at the free throw line. 7-point game, 64-57. Robinson on the season is an 81% free throw shooter. He has 11 points tonight. First shot goes down right there for Virginia Tech. What is up, little man, no sports? Thanks so much, man, for joining me back here. Close game between both of these teams. Duke is up 64 to 58. 6:50 left to go. Robinson made his first one. He'll go back to the line for the second. No good on that one. Rattled out. Rebounded by Duke. So Duke with the ball as they take it past the timeline with Trey Jones. Jones passes right wing perimeter to RJ Barrett. RJ Barrett with it with 6:35 remaining. He passes it to Zion. Zion dribbling baseline. And wow, Zion gets called with an offensive foul. Zion was trying to dribble right side baseline to the hoop. He gets called with the offensive foul. Ball goes back to Virginia Tech as they took the charge. Let's see here. Number 12 set his feet in position right under the basketball hoop for Virginia Tech, and they took the charge. So here we are, back to action. Virginia Tech with the ball as they have it right wing of the three-point perimeter. Nickeil Alexander-Walker passes it inside, backing his way in there. Blackshear jumper fouled, and he'll go to the line for one as well. He banks the shot home. 64-60 right there. Kerry Blackshear with a big bucket for the Hokies. Hit those like buttons, guys, if you haven't done so already. Subscribe to my channel if you're new. I call play-by-play of March Madness games here. Kerry Blackshear was on a scoring drought for like the past 5 minutes, and he finally got a bucket to go, and it comes at this big of a stage in the game with 6:23 left. 64-60. Duke is still up by 4. Blackshear at the line for Virginia Tech. And that shot, he knocks it down. 3-point game, 64-61. Knock those like buttons, guys. Subscribe to my channel. We got a fight to the finish here. Back and forth battle. Duke with the ball off the inbounds. Trey Jones passes right wing perimeter. RJ Barrett has it. Barrett now dribbling. We got a foul call with 6:11 left to go. 6:11 foul left on the court, as I'm going to update you guys with the score once again. 64-61 is the score. Duke is currently up by 3. They'll get the inbound once again. So that was another foul committed by Ahmed Hill of Virginia Tech. Trey Jones with the ball dribbling baseline, passes it, top of the key. RJ missed the open 3, but gets the offensive rebound. Alex O'Connell got the offensive board for Duke. Puts it into the hands here. This is Duke with the ball. Trey Jones passes right wing perimeter to RJ. RJ with the ball for Duke. Duke is up by 3 with 5:45 remaining. 14 on the shot clock. RJ, deep 2. Oh, it got blocked by Virginia Tech. What a save. The Hokies with a big block by Nickeil Alexander-Walker. They save it before it goes out of bounds. Burst of speed, and Robinson couldn't finish to the hole. Duke with a block. 2-on-1 transition. Pull-up jumper. Jones hits it. 66-61 Duke. Up by 5. What a game here with both of these teams. This is incredible. 66-61, 5:27 left remaining in this ball game. If you haven't done so already, make sure to hit those like buttons down below. Subscribe as well. We're got ourselves a fight to the finish here. 5-point lead by Duke, currently on a TV timeout. Looking at the leading scorers here for the Blue Devils, leading the way, 19 points, the number 1 projected NBA draft pick in Zion Williamson. Right behind them is roommate, teammate, RJ Barrett. 18 points, 11 assists tonight by RJ. That is a crazy number. 11 assists by RJ Barrett, not Trey Jones. Trey Jones has 7 assists. 11 by RJ. 20 assists tonight by the Duke Blue Devils. And we still have 5.5 minutes left to go in this game. This is crazy. So here we go, guys. We're going to get ready to go back to action between both of these teams. Duke with a 5-point lead, 66-61. So here we go. The Hokies with an inbound. So Virginia Tech with the ball. They'll take it past the timeline. This is Justin Robinson with the ball. Puts it into the hands of Ahmed Hill. Hill at the top of the key here. Looking for somebody's open. Dribbles left wing perimeter. Puts it back to the top of the key to Justin Robinson. They get the open left wing 3. And they knock it down from the outside right there for Virginia Tech. 2-point lead has been cut to by Duke. 66-64. 5 minutes even left to go. This is going to be a fight to the finish here. Duke with the ball. Trey Jones takes it past the timeline. He passes it right wing perimeter to Zion. Zion trying to make a move inside. Goes all the way past the defense. Puts it off the backboard up and in. 68-64. Duke with a 4-point lead right now. Off the bucket by the number 1 projected NBA draft pick, Zion Williamson. Virginia Tech with the ball, top of the key with Justin Robinson. Passes it. Right wing perimeter here. Ahmed Hill, spin move inside. Baseline, right jumper, no good. Air ball. Blackshear, put back, no good. Offensive rebound, bodies collide. Blackshear will go to the line to shoot 2 here for the Hokies. Oh, man, if there was a game that a buzzer beater would ever happen in college basketball, it would be this one. Hit that like button if you haven't done so already. Subscribe as well to my channel. So, Kerry Blackshear, how many has he missed throughout the game? Blackshear is shooting from the floor. He is 4 for 12 shooting. So, he's attempted 13. That just updated. So, he's attempted 13 shots from the floor tonight. He's only hit 4 of them. So here we are at the free throw line with Kerry Blackshear. 4:24 left to go. Knocks it down. He knocks down the first one. 68-65. Duke is currently up by 3 against Virginia Tech. Kerry Blackshear for the Hokies will have a second chance here at the free throw line. He just hit the first one. He'll have shot number 2 right here. Blackshear at the free throw line. Shot number 2 leaves his hand. Goes up and in as it makes the nice swoosh past the net. 2-point game. Duke with the ball off the inbounds. Trey Jones takes it past that March Madness logo. Jones with 4:15 left to go. Passes right wing perimeter here to R.J. Barrett. Barrett back to the left wing to Jones. Jones with 4:10 left to go for Duke. Passes at top of the key to Zion. Zion with 4:05 left to go. 10 on the shot clock. Zion with the ball, spin move, trying to take it inside. He tried to go jumper by Zion, but he was fouled before that with 4:03 left to go. Let's see here on the replay. Zion trying to make his move, inside spin move, and you have Virginia Tech there. Committed their 5th team foul of the second half. So 6 fouls committed by Duke in the second half, 5 committed by Virginia Tech. We got ourselves a 2-point game, guys. Coming down to the wire, 68-66. We have 4:03 left to go. If you haven't done so already, hit that like button down below. Subscribe as well. Who's the bracket buster here? Virginia Tech possibly, or will the number 1 overall seed keep on moving on into the tournament? We already had a bracket buster earlier today. Auburn as a 5 seed beat Duke's rival UNC by 17 tonight. 97-80, but this one, close game, 68-66 with around 4 minutes left to go. Updating you guys for the other game going on. It's a fight between those 2 teams. Houston against Kentucky. Kentucky was up by like 10 points earlier in this one, but Houston's come back. The score is 45-41. Kentucky up by 4 points with 10:50 left to go in that game. Yeah, I think that's what the refs are looking at. Seeing where that contact was made. If Zion made contact here as he tried to dribble inside. So let's see here. Zion working inside as he tried to take that ball into the key. He was working on number 13, Ahmed Hill, who was guarding him for Virginia Tech. And that's what they're looking at right now with the reviewing stand. 4:03 left to go in this game. That foul was charged by Ahmed Hill of Virginia Tech. So 4 fouls committed by Ahmed Hill. 1 more and he's out of the game. Duke now with the ball off the inbound. Jones passes top of the key to R.J. Barrett. R.J. hands off to Zion. Zion at the free throw circle. Passes left corner open 3. Trey Jones knocks it down from outside by Trey. 71-66. What an incredible scoring performance today by the point guard for Duke. 3:35 left to go. Duke with a lead. Virginia Tech with the ball. They have it left wing in the 3-point perimeter here for the Hokies. They put that ball into the hands of Wabisa Beatty. Beatty with 3.5 remaining. Dribbling left wing of the perimeter. Blackshear with the ball. Puts it into his hands. And Nikhil Alexander-Walker. No good on the 3-point shot from the right side of the perimeter. Rebounded by Duke. 3:15 left to go. Jones takes it past the timeline here for the Blue Devils. Jones passes right wing perimeter here. RJ with the ball for the Blue Devils. Dribbling towards the top of the key. Now he passes left wing to Jones. Feeds it inside to Zion. Oh, man. Abuse at the rim. Just jams it down with 2 hands like a man's jam. 73-66 right now. Timeout on the floor with 2:53 left to go. Zion Williamson takes the ball left side baseline, dribbles inside, and just slams it down with authority right there as Virginia Tech was trying to guard him. Oh, man. What a game. Duke is up 73-66 right now with 2:53 left to go. We're on a commercial break at the moment. Looking at some of these stats by both of these players, and the 11 assists by RJ Barrett in this game, that is not a number error or a mistake. That is for real, guys. 23 points leading the way for Duke right now. Zion Williamson, 22 points by Trey Jones right now, and 8 assists. Trey Jones with 8 assists, and he's not the #1 assist man on the roster at the moment in this game because RJ Barrett has 18 points. He has a double-double, even though he has 3 rebounds because he has 18 points and 11 assists. That is crazy by RJ Barrett right now. For Virginia Tech, the leading scorers look like this. 15 points by Kerry Blackshear, 14 rebounds at the moment by Blackshear, 13 points by Ahmed Hill. He's been stuck at that 13, I believe, throughout this entire half. 10 points by Wabisa Beatty for the Hokies. For Virginia Tech, the lead, or we'll look at the team stats here. Start off with Virginia Tech shooting the ball at 40% from the field. Duke is shooting the ball at 59% from the field, so a 19-point difference in field goal percentage, shot conversion from the field right now from Duke's 59% to Virginia Tech's 40%. However, interesting here, Virginia Tech out-rebounding Duke 32-26 on the boards. That is a Virginia Tech team that ranked dead last in the ACC in rebounds per game that they recorded on average this season, averaging about 32 rebounds per game, but they've held Duke so far to 26. Virginia Tech currently at their 32 average. Duke for rebounds per game. They rank second in all college basketball in total rebounds per game, right behind their rival North Carolina. As Duke on the season has averaged, I believe, around 41 rebounds per game, but they are stuck at 26 tonight. But here we are, guys. We're going to get back to action momentarily. The score, Duke 73, Virginia Tech 66. Hit that like button down below if you haven't done so already. Make sure to subscribe to my channel as well. So here we are on a commercial break, getting back to action in a few minutes. Updating you guys with Kentucky against Houston. 7.5 left to go. Kentucky's up against Houston, 47-41 in that one. Make sure to hit those like buttons down below. Subscribe to Behind the Arc Basketball as well. So here we are. The second half shooting as we're getting ready to go back to action. Duke shooting the ball 17 for 26 from the field, which is much better than Virginia Tech with their second half shooting here from the floor. That was crazy on the last play. A couple of these highlight reel dunks by Zion will be on the Sports Center highlights tomorrow morning when you wake up. So America, you'll be waking up to this tomorrow morning, watching Sports Center top 10 plays and seeing Zion quite frequently on there. Here we are, guys, getting ready to go back to action. Duke with a 73-66 lead. Virginia Tech will get the opportunity to inbound. They do. They pass that ball into the hands of Ahmed Hill. Hill now at the top of the key with the ball. That's Justin Robinson with it. Passes it off to Kerry Blackshear at the free throw circle. Blackshear hands it off to Nikhil Alexander-Walker. Left wing perimeter here. 2:40 remaining. Feeds the ball inside. And we get a foul called committed by Duke with 2:39 left to go. Going to update you guys with the score here, as Duke is currently in the lead, 73-66. We have 2:39 left to go. And it looks like Virginia Tech is at the free throw line with Kerry Blackshear. So Blackshear back at the free throw line once again, a 74% free throw shooter on the season. 7-point lead by Duke. Blackshear trying to cut it to 6 right here. First shot at the free throw line by Kerry. And knocks that one down in the bonus. He'll have the opportunity to shoot another one here at the free throw line. So right now, Duke is up 73-67 against Virginia Tech. The winner of this game will take on Michigan State, as we have Cyril Brandon back in the chat, as it's looking more like Duke will take on Michigan State. Michigan State look red hot today, by the way. Second shot, no good at the free throw line by Virginia Tech. Rebounded by Duke. 2.5 left to go. Duke with the ball. They take it past the timeline. If you're new to the channel, make sure to hit that like button down below. Subscribe as well. I'll have that game for you guys on Sunday afternoon. Michigan State will take on the winner of that one. Feeding it down low post. Oh, no foul called. Marquis Bolden tried to lay it up and in with contact, but no foul committed by Virginia Tech. They get the rebound. Hokies with the ball. They are down 73-67. Backdoor cut, laying it up and in right there by the Hokies. 73-69. Great read on that pass underneath the basket. Duke now with the ball. We have 1:50 left to go. 4-point game. Blue Devils with the ball. They have it top of the key. RJ passes left wing here. O'Connell back into the hands of Zion. Lob pass to Bolden. Bolden with the ball, and there's a foul committed by the Hokies with 1:40 left to go. Great backdoor cut by Ahmed Hill in the last basket for Virginia Tech. So if you're new to my channel, make sure to hit that like button down below. Subscribe as well as I call play-by-play of March Madness games. And I'll be back on Sunday calling the Elite Eight. So Duke here with the ball, 1.5 left to go as they have it. Zion with it. And he passes it left corner. 3 O'Connell. No good. He airballed it. Put back by Bolden. No good. Too much bumping going on. And finally a foul called. Committed by Virginia Tech with 1:21 left. 73-69. Duke is currently up in the lead. We have 1:21 left to go. And Duke will be shooting 2 at the free throw line here with Bolden. Bolden on the season for Duke is a 72% free throw shooter. First shot at the free throw line by Marquis Bolden. And he gets it to fall. That was a very flat free throw shot, but it hit the bottom part of the rim, went to the back part, and into the net. 74-69. Duke is up by 5. Second shot at the line by number 20, Bolden for Duke. Here we are. Bolden back at the free throw line for the Blue Devils. Next one knocks that one down. 75-69 is the score. At the moment, a lot of foul trouble for the Hokies. 4 fouls by Ahmed Hill, 4 fouls by Kerry Blackshear. Also 4 fouls committed by RJ Barrett and Marquis Bolden of Duke. Here we are back to action. Virginia Tech with the ball. They need to hit some 3-point shots, and that's what they do best. They've been doing it throughout the entire season. Blackshear underneath the basket. Too easy. Puts it up and in. 75-71. What was that defense by Duke? They just let Blackshear get entirely behind them right there. 55 seconds left to go, guys. Here's what college basketball is made of. March Madness. Put the March and the Madness together as we could possibly have a great finish here. Zion with the ball, left wing perimeter. 9 on the shot clock. 43 seconds remaining. Zion passes it to RJ. A basket here for Duke would basically get the exclamation point. Instead, Zion took it inside. He gets called with an offensive foul. Virginia Tech takes the charge. Wow, Justin Robinson right inside the key. In position right there, and Zion just ran him over. So Virginia Tech will have the opportunity to cut this Duke lead to either 2 or 3 with 38.2 seconds left. Here we are. Virginia Tech with the ball now with 30 left. Blackshear at the free throw circle. Too much time on the clock. Timeout called. Or no timeout called on the play. It was actually a foul committed by Duke. That's their 8th foul charge. But Virginia Tech will be going to the bonus here at the free throw line. So the score is Duke 75, Virginia Tech 71. If you haven't done so already, make sure to hit that like button down below. Subscribe as well. So this is huge. Virginia Tech, first shot at the free throw line in the bonus. It goes down. 3-point game right now by the Hokies. This is getting close, guys. The Hokies will have a second opportunity here to cut this Duke lead to make it even closer. 75-73. They knocked that one down as well. 29.6 seconds left, and the Hokies down by 2. Duke will get the ball on the inbound. 7 fouls committed by Virginia Tech, 9 fouls committed by Duke. So Zion will inbound past the ball here. We have 29.6 seconds remaining. If you haven't done so already, Give this video a thumbs up. Make sure to hit that subscribe button down below. Duke with the inbound here. They have 2 timeouts also. They pass it to Trey Jones. Trey Jones gets fouled. He'll go to the free throw line with 29.1 seconds left. So 2-point game, 29.1 seconds left. And Trey Jones will be shooting here at the free throw line as he'll be shooting in the bonus. Virginia Tech's in the double bonus, but for Duke, they're only at the 1-1 at this moment. Trey Jones is a 77% free throw shooter. Let's see if he can expand the Duke lead here at the free throw line. 29 seconds remaining. Trey Jones at the free throw line for Duke. And no good. He missed it. Rebounded by Virginia Tech. Here we go, boys. 25 seconds remaining. The Hokies for a chance to see if they can play Michigan State. They have the ball with 18 seconds. Right wing in the 3-point perimeter with Robinson. Dribbles towards the top of the key here for Virginia Tech. Robinson passes. Left corner 3. No good. Air ball. Fight for the rebound. 8 seconds remaining. Offensive rebound, Virginia Tech. And a timeout call with 5.8 seconds left. Oh, man. Things are going to be getting really interesting here. Do they go for the 3-point winner? Or do they go inside and get the 2 to tie it up and force it into overtime? Oh, man. What a game between both of these squads. If you haven't done so already, make sure to hit that like button down below. Subscribe as well to my channel. Also, they're going to look at Kerry Blackshear to see if he got that offensive rebound, if his foot was out of bounds. Right there in the baseline. That's what they're going to look at right now. Oh, man, it looks close. It looks like it is just barely outside the black. That looks on the black, but he got the ball. The ball is out of his hands by then. Wow. What a save here by Black. That is crazy. What a crazy save by Blackshear. All this fight in this game. Do we have the first buzzer beater of the tournament in the Sweet 16? That is what we'll see. We have 5.8 seconds remaining when we do get back to action. The score, Duke 75, Virginia Tech 73. Virginia Tech will get the ball here back on the inbound when we do get back to action. This is crazy. Going down to the wire once again. Yeah, Quinton's got a good point right here. Go inside maybe and get a foul. That's a good chance for Virginia Tech. They are risking it, though, going inside against the #1 shot-blocking team in the nation, the Duke Blue Devils. But here we are. You do not want to miss this. 5.8 seconds left. Timeout called on the court. This timeout called by Coach K at Duke. So Buzz Williams called the first timeout by Virginia Tech. Duke just called the second one to burn their timeout call. If you're new to the channel, make sure to hit that like button down below. Subscribe, as well as I call play-by-play of March Madness games. I'll be back on Sunday with 2 games. The Michigan State game and the Auburn game as well. So here we are, 5.8 seconds remaining. Go inside, possibly. Maybe get a foul call. Go to the line for the and one and see if you can seal it up that way. That's one of the things. Another way you can do it is hit a 3-point shot, possibly from one of the corners. Most likely, Virginia Tech's been red hot in the game from the left corner, so that could possibly happen. Here we are, guys. 5.8 seconds left. Getting ready to go back to action. If you haven't already, hit those like buttons down below. Subscribe to my channel. The Hokies will get the inbound here as they're down by 2. That score I provided in the chat. 75 Duke, 73 Virginia Tech. 5.8 seconds left. Ahmed Hill, number 13, will inbound pass the ball. Here we are. Virginia Tech with the ball. They pass it. Robinson passes it. Deep 3 outlaw at the buzzer. No good. Rebounded by Duke. Oh, and Duke tried to rebound it. It went out of bounds with 0.6 seconds left. The 3 ball from the outside. It was an air ball shot by Ty Outlaw of Virginia Tech. Virginia Tech will have another chance, though, because Duke last touched it with 0.6. The refs will look to see if there's any more seconds put back on the clock, but we have 0.6 seconds remaining right now on the clock, and Virginia Tech will have one last chance to see if they can get a tip in or so. Bad look, though, by Ty Outlaw, the best three-point shooter on the team. They put the ball into his hands, but he just shot a complete air ball. But here we are, 0.6 of a second will determine this game. 0.6 seconds left. The score, Duke 75, Virginia Tech 73. Buzz Williams talking to the refs right now to tell them to keep on looking at the time, that it looks like more time should be brought back onto the clock. So let's see here in the replay with the rebound underneath the basket. RJ Barrett tried to control it. Yeah, there should be more time. That ball hit the baseline. There should be much more time back on that clock, like around 1.1 seconds left when we do get back to action. So there should be about a solid second left when that ball hit the baseline when RJ Barrett saved it. So here we are. 1.1 seconds left. Virginia Tech inbounds pass over the top. No good. They could not finish on the tip in, and it's over. Duke has survived again in back-to-back games. Oh, man, they had the open look right there. And Duke, with a defensive rotation, forced the shot to go to the left part of the rim, and it rattled out. And the Blue Devils, once again, come out victorious, and they'll meet up against Michigan State in the Elite Eight. What a game here between both of these teams. This one has just gone final. 75 Duke, 73 Virginia Tech. Let's see, just a lob pass over the top, and oh man, Virginia Tech could not put it into the bucket. They had the opportunity with a Medhill. Medhill went too light on the tip, and he needed to be a lot stronger. Oh, he was wide open. He went past Zion as well, and he could not get the shot to fall. That is a crazy finish. You get an open look right there and a lob pass over the top underneath the basket, and you miss it. 2 games, 2 golden opportunities to beat the #1 seed, and you cannot get it done. UCF fell. Now Virginia Tech has fallen. Luck on the Duke Blue Devils side. We'll be covering them on Sunday against Michigan State. So I'll have that stream for you guys Sunday. I'll be back with Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. Duke takes on Michigan State in the Elite Eight. If you haven't done so already, before you go, make sure to hit that like button down below. Subscribe to my channel, as well as I call play-by-play of college basketball games. What a crazy finish to this one. Leading the way tonight for the Duke Blue Devils, 23 points by Zion Williamson, 22 points by Trey Jones, and 18 points and 11 assists tonight by RJ Barrett. That is a wrap tonight. Join me back on Sunday afternoon for Duke against Michigan State, and the winner of Kentucky versus Houston goes at it against Auburn. This has been another presentation of Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube, everybody. Have a nice night, everyone.